Nope, you were not the only one. Ah, I restarted my computer. I was mute. Hi Zvi, hi Techno, hi Grianne, hi Logitech, hi Honey, thank you. Okay. What happened was, I restarted my computer. When I restart my computer, it doesn't recognize the mic on the headset. Hi Gana. And so it resets the OBS mic to default. And so there just is no fucking default mic. And so I start talking, and it's like, you didn't turn this on yet. Hi Trogdor. Wow, restarting your PC for the first time in 2 months. It had been about 2 to 3 weeks. Hi Devilgated. I don't restart my computer often. I try to do it once every 2 weeks. For 6 months with the old PC, it was like every fucking day, because it literally didn't function if I didn't do that, but... Morning Lynn is the funny sex number for the third party involved. Technically, it's like a week of funny sex number. I'm the only one who can't hear you. Yulin, we can't hear you. I can hear him. Antera with the Matthews up. He said, Goo goo gaga, I'm Yulin. Please listen to me yap about my favorite stuff. Alright, buddy. Alright, dude. Hot friend. Chat, do this. Oh, you restarted your PC, how could you? Are restarting your PC for the first time in 2 months? Gana, hug. Hi, Devil. Hi, Prodiggity. Happy Hank Hill and Fortnite Day. God, there's gonna be so many memes. Hi, Elder. Yes. Who starts a conversation like that? Well, that was your first mistake. Good old Leonard III would be lucky to get a restart once every 4 to 6 months. I wonder why I develop PC issues. My PC gets a restart every day at least. I restarted mine in like a year. Me, I do. I try to do once every like 2-ish weeks. I feel like that's a good balance because, restarts are good for your PC. But you don't need to like turn your PC off every night. Pack shots, 25 consecutive. Why does Yulin goo goo gaga every day? I do not. Okay. Alright, buddy. Sleep mode works fine. Oh, sleep mode works fine. It's just, you don't need to. Like, you can also just not use it, and your computer will be totally fine and last years. It is a preference from my experience. Because I used to do sleep mode every night. I used to turn it off every night. And now I'm at, like, where I just leave it on every night. I have noticed literally zero difference between the three. I hate sleep mode. I like leaving mine on because I like collecting Twitch channel points. When I go to sleep, I refresh 3 different streams, and I leave those running at night, and I collect my channel points. Yes, but sleep mode reduces power draw? Sure. Your PC is already not doing that big of a power draw. Like, I remember looking at it's like $18 a month to just have your PC on at all times or something. How much is having your PC idle and like barely using any resources compared to sleep mode? Are you saving like $1 to $2 a month? When are we sleep moding? Literally after the walk today, Trogdor. You know this. Sleep mode doesn't engage if you have certain programs, usually games running. We're at Twisty. We're at this. Hey, $2 a month adds up. You're right. $24 at the end of a year. And I will have lost millions of channel points. Not worth. Absolutely not worth. I don't know, I get yelled at for leaving an LED light on for 5 minutes. Well, in your case, you should absolutely sleep with it. That's like 2 McDonald's runs. that's like 2/3 of a McDonald's run. Maybe even a singular McDonald's run. In today's economy? Speaking of channel points... Alright, here it comes. Oh, I was expecting accessory. I thought we were going to have a beach day today. I thought we finished that out, but I checked it this morning and it was at 95%. And I was like, well, I guess that's Monday. That's why I made that meme. Yeah. Yeah. I did not get the best sleep last night, but I should be getting better sleep from now on because I'm not sleeping in my parents' bed anymore. I was only sleeping there because it's a big fucking bed, and my dog, the dog will feel better if she can sleep in the bed with me. There's no room for her and me in any other bed. So what I'll do is, when they're gone, I'll, hi, Papia John. I will leave all of their blankets there, and I will just sleep on top of those, and I'll just bring my own blanket and sleep under that. It's really bad for, like, my back. It's, like, too soft of a bed, right? Like, I should be on the mattress, but it's, like, mattress, sheet, blanket, comforter. So it's, like, it's just way too much cushioning and not good. 2 dogs on one bed. God, you're mean. God, you're so mean. Eat now. We will in about 3 to 4 hours. Heaven forbid I leave my PC on. No beach, what the hell? There's beach just tomorrow. And so I've been waking up and it's just like, oh, dude, back just doesn't feel great. 2 dogs, 1 bed sounds like a mid-thousands internet video. I saw a picture recently of somebody who had a license plate that said 2 girls, 1 cup. And it was like 2 GRLS, 1 CP. And it was like, hello? Somebody got this as a license plate? Why? Who wanted this? Classy? Keelan's a puppy now? No! Doctor was just being mean and calling me a dog. I am not a dog. I remember how cheap my parents were with power when we first got our internet router. They were pissed that the green lights were going to be on the entire time. That's so quirky and cool of them. My parents were extremely stingy with lights and water and everything, but as an act. No, you're a bunny. They, weren't actually like that. They were just trying to teach me good habits. By the time I was 8 years old, they just stopped pretending. So, like, my dad would walk through the house and flip on every single light walking through. And, like, then I'd walk through the house and be like, anybody in the guest room? Turn the doors off. Nobody's using the hallway? Turn this off. Nobody's in the living room? Turn this off. I'm starting to be like, why the fuck are all the lights on? I find my dad in the garage. I'm like, did you just leave all the lights on? I don't even remember. Doesn't that waste electricity? Probably. I don't know. And it was just like, dude, how the fuck could you train me to, like, care too much about all these lights and then not do anything about it yourself? My father, oh God. There were times he would go to the bathroom, wash his hands, get distracted, not turn the faucet off, and just go back to the living room and watch TV. I get up and I'm walking through the hallway and I just like, the door to the bathroom is open and the water's running. I look in, the faucet's just going in a dark room, and I'm like, what the fuck? My parents, mostly my father, were just so spacey with leaving stuff on like that. And I was just constantly going through the house, turning all the stuff off. My mom leaves all the lights on, but it's kind of understandable with her. Her vision's getting really bad. She needs all the lights on. And so she doesn't like walking into a room that's dark. She likes leaving the lights on because it'll be easier for her to see. Your dad is legitimately funny like that? Dude, it's so it's so upsetting to me. Because they literally spent 8 years of my life like, okay, Euland, when you leave a room, make sure to turn the lights off. You don't want to waste electricity, so it's very important. Click. That's what a good boy does. Okay, Dad, that's what a good boy does. And then the moment I hit like 8 to 10 years old, he's just like, is he good? Yeah, I can stop fucking pretending. I remember how cheap my parents were with power. First got internet, that's so freaking cool of them. I didn't say dog, I said puppy. A puppy is a dog. Mage, no, you're a bunny. Mine are still stingy. I just don't like having all the lights on too, right? Trained. Click training, Yulin notes. Oh. Alright. Oh, we're at Bendy's. We did VR games last night. It was very slow. There was a lot of people missing, so it just felt eh. And really, there weren't that many people missing. But just having some people missing put a lot of us in a mood of like, oh, it's a dumb Saturday, everybody's missing. And because we were being downers like that, other people were like, you guys are being downers. Now I'm in a bad mood because you guys are ruining my night. And it wasn't a bad night. It just felt slow. It just felt like not as good because the whole gang's not here. And it was exaggerated. Iwakarne. I look at that name and that's intimidating. That's like, oh man, that's very simply written out, but I don't see those letters together that often, so I'm like, wait, I feel like I'm gonna fuck this up. I'm the one telling them how to save money on electricity. Planning to buy VR. Is Quest 3 good? If it's your first time playing VR, yes. I would recommend a Quest 2 or a Quest 3. Honestly, there's probably no reason to get a Quest 2 over a Quest 3 unless you find a screaming deal. Hi, Safi. Thank you, Safi. I really appreciate it. That's something you can down. The Quest 3 is not the top of the line headset. If you find yourself just super VR pilled, you put like 1,000 hours in 3 months, you might want to upgrade to something later. But the Quest 3 is a fantastic starting spot. No reason to get two. You can fuck me up instead. Says a guy with 10-year-old controllers. 10-year-old controller? You think these are 10 years old? These are 3 or 4. I want to say 3 years. Yes, it's a good choice. We're at second Bendy. No, it was still fun last night. We started with Victory of Round. We didn't stay there too long, because it filled up really fast. We then went to Blackout. Blackout filled. We then went to Gigas. Gigas instantly unfilled, because people wanted to go back to Blackout. And then after Gigas, we visited an AI world that Phil made. I need to buy a cable also. The cable, I would assume, comes with it. But I actually don't know. I did find a screaming deal for a Quest 2. It bricked on me after only 3 months. Bendies doesn't mean you bend your knees. Dogdoor, do you not listen? I feel like I've explained this like 10 times. There is IK tracking in VR chat. It doesn't matter what my legs are doing, because I only have trackers on my ankles and my waist. So the IK tracking is trying to predict what my knees are doing. So I'm not bending my knees. I'm not doing anything with my legs here, but just moving my head up and down is making my knees go forward a little bit. When I go down like this, my legs are staying straight. I've got about 1K hours in VR, still in Quest 2. Hi, Joe. I should be good to do all the games for the next 2 weekends. My first Quest 2 also bricked. Luckily, Facebook replaced it. Now getting a faster router is better than using a cable for Airlink. I don't know about that one. Then you don't even need body trackers to follow knees. I don't know. My knees, some days I have really great tracking. Some days the IK seems like totally on point and it's like doing exactly what my knees are doing. And sometimes it's like I bend over the slightest bit and it's like, oh, your knees are bent like this much. And it's like, no, they're not. Why is it doing that? It actually kind of drives me nuts. We were talking about multi-point tracking the other day, where it was like, if you got more trackers, right? I have 6-point tracking. Feet, waist, hands, head. If I got more trackers, what would be the best? Would I use the chest tracker, the elbow trackers, or knee trackers? And I was like, in my case, I feel like knee trackers would be the best. Just because it bothers me so much when I like do some of these bending stretches and my knees are all over the place. Any recommendation for a good router? I hate having a wireless connection. I would want to be hardwired every fucking time. I still want a haptic tracksuit. Hi, Luton. Did you end, Luton? I was lurking. They are ending. They are raiding me. I see. I see. Luton. It's very rude to go and spoil raids like that, okay, Luton? You should not be going to raids and spoiling that the raid is coming before the streamer's raid actually goes through. That takes away the fun from the streamer who's raiding that person. Thank you, Luton. I really appreciate it. Good job today. Mwah. Well, shoot, how am I gonna lurk? Who am I gonna lurk with now? I'll lurk with this one. I like this one. Oh, they're playing that game? Wait, they're not playing that game. I don't know what they're playing. Who is what? Spoilers? Hi, Hollowest Knight. Dylan wants to be... That's a Biver. I don't know what that means. Hi, Raiders. Howdy. What? Do you guys remember that? Where it's like, alright, we're gonna raid this person. And then, like, somebody would go there, like, incoming raid! And it's like, dude, you can't spoil these. You don't want to be doing this. This is what you get for streaming on a day people aren't live? What do you mean? Any with Wi-Fi 6 and 5 GHz signal. Netgear makes great ones, but I think there's a dedicated router you can get from a company that's around 70. Anyone got the Asus Spider router yet? Hi, Hobbit. Oh, the nerds that want all the incoming attention first. Dude, it's... I don't think it's a malicious thing. I don't think they're doing it to, like, get all the attention first. I think they're just excited. And they, like, think they're adding to it in some way. When you call them out on it, when you're like, hey, man, don't spoil the raid. You're kind of stealing the thunder and ruining this for the streamer that's raiding. You're taking away that reaction that everybody coming in would be like, oh my god, thanks for the raid. Once you get on them, they're like, oh shoot, I didn't mean to. It's very much a, like, not a malicious thing, but a thoughtless thing. And, like, Luton can't spoil his own raid. It's literally his own raid. My friend got the spider router and it died in, like, 1 year. Hi, Leon. I think it's because they're 12. Okay. What are we at? We're at Cami stretch? I think we were just about to start that. And then I was like, and then I saw Luton. I was like, hang on. I was literally in that dude's stream this morning. See, like this right here, my legs are perfectly straight. But the IK tracking in VRChat is just guessing. It's estimating. So it's bending them a lot there. I always send just a peek. When Yulin play Pavlov with me in Proxy, fucking never. When the viewer starts talking for the streamer, that's when you know the viewer is under 18. There's some times where, like, I get it. Like, the streamer raids somebody, and the person they raided is like, what were you playing? And, like, people already know this person is not there. They've gotten up and they're going to eat. They're going to the bathroom. I understand talking for the streamer in that case. There's a little bit of, like, a good example of this. You raid into somebody, and one of the viewers is like, they were doing this, they were playing this game, they do this every day, they're very unique. Like, they're just, like, totally advertising and selling them, and it's like, chill, ease up. Hi, Kumi. Miss you, Goober. Were you on last night? I got on very late for me. When you and playing Stalker Anomaly. No? Aw. Wait, no, then I can't play it because noises would cause confusion. We are never playing fucking Stalker Anomaly. Hell no. People only got on at like 8 a.m. This is why I don't talk when I get raided. When you get raided? Huh? Ugh, on top of allergies and heat, extremely bad gut pain. That fucking sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll ask you, I gotta sleep out. It's 7 a.m. I gotta be awake in less than 8 hours for stream. Of course. Good job today, Luton. Have a good one. Sleep well. When I get sent to a raid? Just went to bed, saw you were busy. Love you, have a great stream. Leaving you a tab, keep being lovely. Thank you. It depends on who the raid is to. That game went down the pooper when they changed to UE5. When the raid goes to somebody I know, I want to hang out there. I want to, like, hang out there and talk there and be very active. So, like, if I'm watching somebody and they raid into Luton, that is now the main stream I'm watching, and I want to hang out there. If it's somebody that I have no idea who they are, I've never seen their name in my life, I'm like, I already got a follow list of people of I want to watch, so I wait for the raid to go through, and then I almost immediately tab out. Sometimes somebody will catch my eye, where I'm like, oh, I've seen this person on Twitter, or they're doing something that just immediately is like, that's kind of interesting, I want to see more, but most of the time a raid goes through it, and I'm just like, alright, bye. We're at squats. 3 weeks in a row that VR hasn't happened. Genuinely really bums me out. Me waking up and seeing my tabs are all names I never heard of and close them all. I basically do the same thing. I don't close them, I just click different ones. It's really funny to me when they all end up on the same stream. There's been days where I had left 4 streams open when I went to bed. I wake up and there's just 4 streams of Proxy Zero, and I'm like, oh, okay. I think I see what happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like everything else that did the same. UE Engine 5. UE Engine. I just said the E twice. UE5 games. It's cool because, like, I guess they're so accessible to make and everybody can make stuff with them, but, like, man, it really does get frustrating when you're like, I've seen this 17 times. Actual, before I close them, I go back and just get amazed when I see I went through 5 different streamers to get where I am. Yeah. I'm always a little sad when I wake up to tabs of those streamers who are already like 2K plus viewers. Like, I get it. People like them. Not like they need the raids. Hi, Violet. Part of it, Luton, is that when it comes to raiding, there is actual, like, metrics of what you should do to grow. If you want to grow, you should pick about 5 streamers that are typically at the end of your time slot that are like 1 to 2 times as big as you, and just raid them over and over. I don't really like this. I'd rather just raid my friends. But like there is a metric of like, you're a 200 size streamer, raid someone that's about 350. You're 20, raid someone that's like 20 to 40. It's I get it. I have a friend who she's about a 100 to 200 streamer, and she is constantly raiding people that have about 500, and it makes sense. That's exactly what she should be doing. But anytime I wake up and my stream is on one of those, I'm like, I'm not sticking here. Alternatively, just raid Spacefish. UE5 has a problem of being an amazing engine that allows people to be lazy as shit at the same time. Luton Love. Avalon went to UE5. And oftentimes they don't and can't really share their viewers down. Well, so what happens is you raid these people multiple times, right? If there was somebody that was like 100 streamer, and I raid them 3 to 4 times, and I hang out in their community often, they're not going to be incentivized or obligated. They're just going to want to raid me. Hi, Kimmy. And so it's sounds super fucking nasty. It's one of those friend investments where it's like, I'm going to raid you a lot. I'm going to be active in your community, and you're going to raid me back for it. It's one of those things that's like, oh, why are we making a fucking transaction out of a friendship? But it is one of those things where like everybody benefits, so it's not a bad thing. It's called being politely. No, I don't want to raid you. It's one of those things where like, it sounds really gross. It sounds really like you are doing this just for the raid. You are doing this not because you actually like me, but because you want something from me. But at the same time, it's like, what did you do to get that raid from me? Well, you raided me multiple times. You actively talked in my community. You were cool and nice to my viewers. So it's like, it's one of those things. It's like, how dare they say good morning to me every morning? They just want something from me. But they said good morning to you every morning. It feels a little dirty. At the same time, it's not. It's weird. It's weird. Hi, Elin. I mostly just raid friends. I would usually raid my sleep lurks. Alternatively, just raid Spacefish. I was confused one time that you raided someone, raided another person, and then that person raided Centrea. Yeah? It's called being politely wicked. No, I don't want to raid you. Rub my back heel and I'll rub yours back. Notes. Wait, what? Are you talking about me? Huh? I don't think so. I just got back. Ain't no one that I know is a saint, though. Honestly, how the fuck dare you say good morning to me unprompted every morning? So probably best to just get on that. It's one of those things where I probably had like a brief period of like 3 months where I was like, I only raid up. I'm not raiding the little guy. I am the little guy. I'm here for that growth. And then I was like, this is too much stress. This fucking sucks. I'm just gonna raid my friends. If they have 100 viewers, cool. If they have 1 viewer, cool. You'll never raids me, cause there's... God. This dude, I would love to raid Luton, but he streams at the ass crack of nighttime. A rump. I don't even get to watch Luton that much, cause he streams at such, like, nighttime hours. What I would love a fucking app that's just like, of all the people that are live in your list of like favorites, this is the one that you have not rated in the longest time. Just do this one. I would love something that just takes away my thought process like that. We're at squats, right? We've done 1. Hi, Onyx Fury. 2 days until my birthday? Hell yeah. I heard say good morning every day, and I just do that, so I got scared. I'm out. No. Okay. So what I was referring to with that, Techno, is that, there are people that do something called the streamer shuffle. And you'll see this, you'll see streamers that they go to, like, all of their friends' streams, or all of their associated adjacent streams, and they say, like, hi, good morning, how are you? Hope it's going well. And they say, like, 1, maybe 2 lines, and then they're gone. They don't stick around long, right? Sometimes they do, but, like, 9 times out of 10, they say hi, they say a second line, and then they're gone. I'll tell you some of the people who do this. Spacefish, Smug, GKio. Those 3, they say hi every day to me. They pop in. Oh no, I do that too. No, Techno. If you do that, you're not doing it here, because you hang out like the whole time here. But they will come in, say like 2 lines, and then sometimes they'll stick around, sometimes they'll be on their way. And like when you think of it like, oh, they're just doing it to like hit all the streamers, get their name out there, put their name out, it feels very gross. It feels very like, why are they doing this? They're just doing it to like, you know, have people keep them on their mind. And then you think about it, it's like, what did they actually do? They said hi. They wished you a good day. What are you getting upset about? You literally just... There's no reason to get upset at people for this. If you want the person that's like, I want them to stick around the whole time, I don't want them to just say hi and say hi to 50 others. It's weird. There's some people that just, you know, it's important that they say hi to everybody. Most of them, and I know the 3 that I mentioned, they don't do it for the growth thing. They are doing it to like, literally hop in and say hi because they like saying hi to people every morning and want to wish them well for the day. But like you'll see people who do it maybe a bit more maliciously. Like you'll see somebody that doesn't do it at all, and then they start getting close to partner, and they start doing it a lot and constantly, like, you see them popping in all the streams, then they get partner, and it just stops immediately, and it's like, you know, in that case, it's like, ooh, this felt a little forced. But at the same time, what did they do, right? They wished you a good day. You really can't get mad about it. But when you see the streamer shuffle, it feels bad. Okay, Yuli never raids me. Oh, Sappy. I always think about people who would talk in streamers chat and then go live. Like at that point, they made it too obvious. I can see that logic, but I also disagree with that. Because, like, if they're just announcing it, right? If they're like, hi, Yuland, how are you doing? Anyway, I gotta go live for my stream, then it's like, dude, you wanna have some fucking tact? But if they're like, hi, Yuland, how are you doing? Gotta be off for today, and then you see them live, it's like, to me, it's when you announce that you're streaming. That's why if you guys ever see me in another stream, if I'm talking about streaming, I call it my walk. I never say that I'm gonna go stream, right? I'm never like, you know, hey, I gotta get off and charge my trackers for tomorrow's stream. I'll never say that. I will always say, I gotta charge my trackers for tomorrow's walk or something. And like, that way, people that don't know me, I'm not like advertising to them. It's not like, just blatant like, I'm a streamer, everybody. You're fast counting again. Lazyland. I can see how that'd be a bad idea, Yolan. You might just get some person that you don't even know. Me, oh no, I do that too. Yoland, hi, I do it too. I think it's fine. It's... There's literally, like, you can't get mad at somebody for wishing you a good day. Do too because my stream's open. Oh no, I do that to other beans, not you specifically. They said hi, muted the tab, they went back to work. I made a few of my earliest stream friends by going to my friends' pages, scrolling to the suggested channels, who's live, and spotting people that seemed cool. Said, I found you through blank, and then hung out and chatted. Maybe 29, devious, but still, I do that to make friends. And here I am, barely getting a hi from you. Oh my god, this guy's so needy. Growth is a side effect, one that I never get. Usually only friends I do it to. Watch me get mad, no! Imagine saying hi and then a whole community hates you. It's not... I mean, most people don't even think about it. Think of, like, a streamer with 50 viewers. And then another streamer comes in, says hi. There's probably maybe, like, 3 to 5 people that are like, grr, he's doing the streamer shuffle. And it's... Those people are being negative Nancy's. You should not be looking at people like that. Woohoo. 7 consecutive, bruh. Hi, Fishy. Hi, Elin. How are you doing? Anyways, need to lurk because I'm gonna go live. Hi, Space Fish. Wake up and go live. Wait, hold on. I haven't done this in a while. Did you hear what I was saying about you, Space Fish? Welcome. Spacefish has been around while I've talked about it before. The streamer shuffle. I honestly wish I could do more of it. I wish I was better at, like, going through everybody and saying hi. I wake up and go live, but I stop and a few friends chant hi. Can't stay, but stopping by, leaving you a tab. Have a lovely stream. Tight beat. You know, I'm about to stream Breast Expansion Witches. This is a real game. This is why I didn't know you streamed for the first year. 7 stream streak, yay. I did advertise a little bit in my friend's stuff, Chalk. Basically, the one way you're allowed to on Twitch, by raiding people. Oh god, I'm at 38? What happened? Okay, we gotta do squats. Like, I would raid Koyo, right? I would raid Spacefish, and then that would tell all of my friends there, I'm raiding. You actually provide a lot of information when you raid people, right? It's the only acceptable form of self-advertising. Damn it, stop looking at the clock. 7 stream streak, yay. Lol. Love. Gillen will never raid me. I will if I get the opportunity, Trogdor. You're just a jerk and will do everything you can to not give it to me. Hi, Fishy. So cute. Hi, Techno. Is the streamer shuffle related to the Skyrim shuffle? I don't think so. What is the Skyrim shuffle? Techno, how are you? Peak yappage. Damn it, stop looking at the clock. One way. There's more than one legal way to do that. Yapland. Very comfy, I'm in bed. When you raid somebody, you provide 3 bits of information. 1, that you stream. 2, about what time you stream. And 3, to how many people you stream to. Now, the first one's obviously the most important. Because, like, if you hang out in a chat, right? If I hang out in Koyo's chat and I talk a lot, and I tell jokes, and people think I'm funny and cool, and then I raid Koyo, to them that's like, oh, this person I thought was cool streams. I'm going to follow them, right? It's a very much like, it's an announcement that you do get follows from. When people like, hi Chewy, when people don't raid, to me it's a little crazy, because it's like, that is one of the 2 or 3 tools for advertising yourself and growing on Twitch that you have, and you're just throwing it away. I get it. Sometimes raiding is intimidating, but it's so good for you. It's so good for you. It's so good for them. Just do it. I appreciate when people stop by and chat. Just say hi. I'm not a big fan at all to be worth that shuffle thing. But it does make me a little sad when someone goes hi or something. Then I all excited greet them. Say a few things, try to describe the game a little. Give-ins, try to get conversation, especially from friends I want to talk to. They don't say anything else. Sorry for all the text blobs. I 100% agree with that, Luton. How do I word this? When you do that, Luton, there is a measure of you need to know who you can do this to. Because, like, yeah, like you said, that feels bad. And it kind of looks bad, too, when you say, like, hey, I'm asking you this big question and not there anymore. You need to, like, gauge, is this person sticking around, right? You see them typing multiple messages, and then you engage them with questions. It's... because, like, I agree. It feels real fucking bad when you, like, when you're like, Kimmy, how did your raid go? I saw that you were raiding or you were playing Destiny 2 last night. How'd that go? And if Kimmy, like, just wasn't there and, like, just got up and left, it would be like, well, we're kind of waiting for Kimmy to respond. I guess I'll move on. Heck no, I'm getting a Switch 2 in November. If they're out of stock, then I'm getting a VR headset. You will probably not be out of stock for the Switch 2. The Nintendo marketing strategy to deal with scalpers has been flood the market. It has already been working. Hi, Global. Fuck you. I'm gonna do what I want. I swear most of my follow list is people I've been rated into. It's cool to find similar streams for what I watch. Fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want. Okay, I think that's great. Mind if I show you my portfolio? Oh, God. There's a lot of people who are afraid they'll lose their viewers if they raid. if they raid, the viewer will lose interest in them and only watch the new person in the future and such. I understand that. However, I feel like the fear I see most of the time is it's just an introvertedness, like hate meeting new people. They want to be done and go take their break, and they're scared the streamer they raid into is going to start asking them questions and be like, what were you playing? Tell me about that. What were you doing? And they're like, I just want to go. That's the thing I hear from my friends that are scared to raid people. If you are scared to lose viewers, if you're scared to like, they're going to like them more, I 100% get that. This I totally understand. I raided Mrs. recently, and Cairo fell in love with them. And Cairo, like, started talking less in my chat because he was like, oh my god, this Mrs. guy plays all the retro games that I love. I'm gonna watch Mrs. every morning. And I was like, no, don't go, stay with me. To an extent, my Kimmy, you need to just, like, you can't keep them to yourself, right? They're gonna find them whether you help them or not. I feel like I'd rather be the person that helps them find the streamer that they absolutely love and think is perfect, as opposed to almost being manipulative and being like, don't look at the other streamers, look at me. You can only watch me. I'm the best streamer for you. No one will love you and entertain you like I do. I get that fear, but it's like you gotta let them spread their wings. And oh my god, we're at 44 and we've done like 3 squats. This is the walk that never starts. He yaps on and on, my friends, so you'll start yapping it, not knowing how long it was. I'm not a jerk. Hi, streamer mom. Gen Z boy Prager 45 child neglect himbo Barbie. Himbo this time. Okay. Ooh, Safi cat. Well, of course I want to stick around for questions. Don't mind if I do. I don't fucking stick around for questions. Half the time, I'm like, I raid somebody, and I'm like, I did this. If they know about the walks, they're like, how far did you go? I'll tell them the mileage. I'll do a kiss emote, and then I'm fucking gone. I am hungry, I am tired, and I am keeping people waiting in the world with me that are, like, wanting to nap. And I prioritize those people in VR with me than the people I just raided. So I often kind of barely even hear the conversation of the people I raid into. Don't mind if I do. I'm an offender. I'm forgetting I'm talking to someone and walking away from my PC. Yeah, I saw some scalpers complaining about it. Lamau get fucked. Good ones. Vi, Cairo got sucked into Witch Booba. Thank you. Euland reaching hand out to Cairo while Stay With Me by Mickey Matsubara plays in the background. Wait, is that why I always get Twitch recommendations to this Mrs. person? Mrs.? Hold on, Trogdor, you should know Mrs. He's been in Elite's community for like 5 years. Mrs. was a mod for Waifu Delivery Service. Started streaming himself. Waifu Delivery Service kind of collapsed in on herself because of drama. A lot of her community went to Mrs. Mrs. is really nice, yeah. I've never understood the people who don't want to raid and run. Like, you've shown your support by raiding. You pass your viewers over and such. You just ended your own stream. Nobody would or should judge or get upset that you're not sticking around. Take care of yourself, but raid, heck. That's my thoughts on it, Luton. But some people just... they get scared of people. Wow, Yolan doesn't like us unless we're napping. Not true. Mom, this cat followed me home. Can we keep him? No. Truth is out. Really care is not for you if you're not in VR with him. Goddamn. Doesn't even stick around for a good job today. We love Mrs. I gotta sleep. Have a great day. Heck yeah. Good night, Luton. SMH not staying to watch my entire stream right after finishing yours and then staying for my entire raid too. Good lord. Alright. I'm gonna ignore chat. I'm moving chat to my left. I am bringing this window up here. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see messages. I'm not looking at them. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't even know how many squats we've done. I'm gonna do 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Squat's done. 11 is... Oh, the, like, witch lady looking one? I think I mostly seen them through emotes. Wow, ignores chat the second I speak, Leaf. Oh, don't look, Yulin, don't look. You have the witch lady looking one. What emote is that? Yap? Such a colorful yap emote. You look, you're gonna cramp after 1 mile. You see the streamer I watch crash and burn because they decide one day, oh, I'm tired of doing all the work. I'm only going to talk to people who come to me first. And thus they crash and burn building community-wise. Trog? Holy shit, Trog. I know somebody who... I wouldn't call them a friend, I'd call them an acquaintance. We have many mutual friends, and I've watched them a lot. This is a direct quote from them. You guys aren't talking enough. This stream isn't a one-way thing. This isn't just me entertaining you. You guys are entertaining me as well. If you guys aren't gonna talk, I don't even know why I'm wasting my fucking time here. Nobody has anything to say? Okay. End stream. And it was like... Bro, what is that? And I saw that a few times from them, but usually they wouldn't end. But like I heard that once and it was like, any growth you had, you just fucking killed half of it. You just half-lifed your community. That made me never visit them since. We all know what that was. Little shit still won't at me. I see just a raid target once, and the raided stream was like, "Why did you raid me?" And I was like, "Oh no." I mean, when you're streaming raids, you gotta support your streamer by supporting the person that raided. So the raid looks like it has impact. Increase the raid impression for your streamer. I make sure the number looks big, right? I want the number to be bigger when they raid, but typically I'm not sticking around. You sure those weren't 5 seconds? Fuck you, I'm not entertaining. Happens constantly. Little shit still won't add me. Oof, holy crash out, Lamau, what the hell? And here I thought streaming was just you wanting to play a game. We all know that was. I don't think you know who it was, Global. Now I'm gonna raid you with 1. It's me. 1. 2. Hey, Ewan got a spotter. I have 2 people here with me today. And one of them, who just got here, is actually the one who showed me this. What is that?
What?
It's fine, it's fine. Rude. Look, okay. It was a little rude. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna jump on you now.
I expect just a lot more color from you. 3.
Get bounced on.
4. Guys, Full's bouncing on it. He's bouncing on it crazy style.
Don't objectify yourself like that.
I'm not objectifying myself. I'm saying you're bouncing on it.
Yeah, and you're the it.
It's not about the it in this sentence. It's about you being a whore and bouncing on it.
But you're the whore.
I am, but I'm not the one bouncing on it right now. Half-Life stream.
Yeah, but the it is you.
Full stream consequences. I know someone like that, but it was just some days that not a lot of people showed up. Huntera, I think you actually know who I'm talking about. You might not know who it is, but I think you know them. Well, what you doing there, Yuli? And I just woke up. Should I be concerned about the blood and feathers? Yes. Holy fuck, the reply function is now on Twitch Mobile. A Full Metal Ratchet, yippee! 1. No, 7.
No,
8.
no, go back to 1.
I'm not going back to 1.
Yep, go back to 1. 2.
9. You literally just can't count. That would have been 3.
4.
10. Ugh.
No, do more.
Why?
Because you went back to 1.
I
Gotta
don't
go
think
back.
I will.
Do it again.
I don't think
Yep.
I will, Full. Ugh. Ugh. Okay.
You hear that, chat? Yulin doesn't want to exercise properly.
I probably do. Where is Core? Probably asleep. I don't know what time Sen's flight is this morning. She might go out and see Sen, because his flight got canceled yesterday. I heard one. You did hear one. It should have been 7. This is why if you're talking in chats of 5U Randy's, like I would say something and then being the only message they see and go, how are you doing, Chogdor? 10 minutes later. That sounds really derogatory, the way you worded it, Chogdor. I get both sides. I'm gonna start walking. I need to get on the treadmill and start walking.
Oh yeah, that's why I came here, was to be like, what the hell? It's been an hour and you're not even walking? What's up with you?
They got me yapping. Ugh. Chat, watch
Oh,
this.
shit.
Do you like this world, Full? I found it and I really like it for walking in.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that'd be like, what? That you'd be upset by that.
What?
You showed me this world.
Yeah.
So when I said I found it, you like it as if I'm showing it to you. You'd be like, what the hell?
Oh. Nah.
Okay. We're walking. Wait, dog yapped for an hour, I didn't even notice. Chat, press 1 if Yuli is cringe. Wait, none of you pressed 1! Oh my god, that's so nice of you guys. And then a bunch of 1s come in. This Yulin guy's still stretching. Yuli pretty cringe, but I'm worse. I don't think so, Sappy. Yeah, I went on tangents about business. 54 minutes, holy. This cat is too cute, Yulin. We gotta keep him, yapper be yapping. Oh boy, finally walking time. Almost as bad as a certain Egyptian-themed cat.
What? What's wrong with this best?
You are not an Egyptian-themed cat. You are not. They're referring to Isuras.
Oh.
Hi Nenalai. To what Trogdor said.
Who's Isu?
The streamer that responds to you 10 minutes later. I get both sides of it, right? Because I think it's a skill to read chat fast. When somebody says something in chat like, hey streamer, how you doing? I love this game. And they get no response. And 10 minutes later, hey streamer, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. I love this game. Oh, it's been pretty fun. Yeah. And when they read that 10 minutes late, it's like, is that dude even around anymore? You cannot be leaving people waiting like that. That is not a good flow to a conversation. On the other hand, I get it when you just have a slow chat day. When there's streams, and everybody has had these. There's streams where just nobody says something for an hour. And it feels really bad to be looking at chat every 5 seconds and see nothing every time. Like, maybe somebody came. Nothing. Maybe somebody's here now. Nothing. And so, like, I get it when they stop checking chat as much, when they stop, like, looking at it as often. Because it feels really bad when no one's there. I saw a resurgence of Roz and Maiden on social media lately, and I love it. Lucky Star as well. I am living. Oh fuck, that's a lot of blood. Interacting with chat is a skill, not counting delay. Playing game is a skill. Doing both can be hard for some people. I don't think people register, like, just how much of a skill it is. You talking about me again? I am not talking about you, Lieutenant.
Oh, dang it, it doesn't show up. My joke is ruined.
Tragic. People don't understand just how much of a skill it is to, like, play a game and have a, like, perfectly flowing conversation. Like, if you're just chatting stream, like me, it's very easy to just read chat. That's all I'm doing. I'm not putting brain power into anything else. So I can just stare directly at chat. I'm kind of cheating. If you're a gameplay streamer, you're trying to entertain two different audiences, and you can lose either of them by fucking one of them up. So if you're slow to chat, you're not really a good just chatting stream. If you are pausing gameplay to read chat, you are disrupting your gameplay. You're not a good gameplay stream. There is... I don't want to say it's upsetting, but it's noticeable and, like, jarring. When somebody's playing a game, they see a message in chat, and they just pause. Like, imagine, like, they're playing Devil May Cry 5, and they just fucking hard pause it. And then they read out the message. It's a lot harder than it looks. I tried streaming, and it's like getting your mind cut in four. Yeah, dude, yeah, it's hard. Unpause, go back to gameplay. If you're watching for gameplay, that sucks. I always bring it up. Suisei playing Tetris. When she is just fast dropping pieces and reading every chat message, is like, how the fuck is she doing that? That is fucking insane to me. That is like such a high level of skill for doing two things at once. It also matters what game you're playing. Some games you usually just split focus on, some games you gotta focus. Yeah, for sure. My go-to, anytime I'm playing a video game that I want to read chat, I am looking for moments where I don't need to be doing anything in the game. So if I'm just running forward for 3 seconds, that's when I'm looking at chat. If I'm, like, in a fight in Metroid Prime where I'm gunning stuff, I'm not looking at chat. The moment that fight is over and I'm, like, running forward for 20 feet, I'm looking at chat. Having a flowing convo isn't that hard. But add reading on top of that, you're in a whole new ball game. Looking at chat, talking and playing. Like talking, texting while driving. Very much so. Reporting you in for streaming in the wrong category. Oh my goodness. If you can't take eyes off screen, you always get a TTS for yourself. I feel like this video is very, very quiet. TTS... I think it's a very good tool for certain streams. I think if you are a gameplay streamer, a TTS is a very strong option, because then you don't have to read chat. It can be read to you, and you respond to it. It's still hard to, like, do that in the game, but it takes away the reading part. And I'd say that's easier. I think TTS is a very good option. For a just chatting stream like this, I would not want it. I feel like typically I can stay on top of chat, especially once we start walking. I'm really bad at being on top of chat when we're stretching. But when I'm walking, most of the time I'm caught up. And I feel like I wouldn't want the TTS just constantly interrupting me. Because I'm talking a lot. Looking at chat, talking, and playing. Like talking, texting while driving, reporting you in for streaming in the wrong category. TTS for yourself. I saw someone use that with how much chat was talking. It was insane. TTS also have you lose the moments where the streamer just completely mispronounces the word and Chad gets to go, chat, what do you mean by that? Yeah, there's definitely pros and cons. Oh, you can be on top of chat whenever you want. I see the TTS thing, when not put on stream, is like your friends talking to you in voice chat, We've been over this. You're not on top. You can't be on top of chat. I missed what you said.
I said Yulin would never be on top.
Okay. That's not true. I'm often on top. When somebody's like way bigger than me and I just lay on them like a fucking house cat or something, I am technically on top in that moment.
No.
In that regard, I have topped full many times.
You're such a bitch.
I guess you technically were last night. Last night, I was on top of Hobbit. Was I in control? No, no. Not a dog, but a cat. TTS just in the streamer's ears and not on stream is also an option that I have seen used a couple times. You know, I hadn't thought of that, Joe, but that is 100% option. That's like, oh, you could totally do that. This guy. Teehee. Add cat ears. That's what I was saying. Oh, when not put on stream. Okay. I didn't understand it, and I think I was in catch-up mode, so I didn't look as closely as I should have at it. One thing that I have seen streamers do. Yuland is ketchup. One thing that I have seen streamers do. They overlay their chat with their game. So they have their chat essentially literally dead center of their game, but it doesn't show on stream. So to them, it's just the gameplay, right? Or to you, it's just the gameplay. But to the streamer, it's like they literally have chat messages over their reticle. Cum chup, Yuli flavor, what the? I watch a streamer who uses TTS for the streams where they're working in the garage and it's useful. Yeah, no, TTS is like... I mean, there's times where it's pros and cons, right? I feel like it'd only be a pro when you're doing the type of stream that's like, you are moving around a room and not at the computer. Chat, put the entirety of the B-movie script on screen, please. No. We did VR chat games last night. We started with Victory of Round. Cat is too horny for this windy mic'd bitch. Victory of Round is such a weird thing. Cause I love it so much, and everybody's like, all Yulin wants to do is play Victory of Round. But like, because it's a small thing, it fills up. So it's always perfect. Like, we always have the players for Victory of Round. Then it's like, oh, there's too many players, let's go do Blackout. And then Blackout has like 16 players. And it's like, well, it's not filling up. It's weird. For what? Luton, there's a game that you might be familiar with called Rounds. There's a VR chat version called Victory of Round. It supports 14 people, but only 10 players. 4 have to spectate, which is really weird sizing. But basically, it's a game, it's a battle royale. You have 100 health, you get a gun. Gun has 3 bullets, does 40 damage, shoots like a pea shooter. The gun sucks. But every round, you get a roguelike card to choose from. You might get something like 100% damage, but you move 20% slower. 50% bullet velocity, so your bullets move faster, right? You just get cards like that. If you win a round, you don't get to pick a card. If you didn't win a round, you get to pick a card. And in VR chat, it's fucking fun. We did blasted bouncy shots. We did a game yesterday where I had decreased my max health. I was at like 70 health. But I had these bullets that were immune to gravity, so they just went straight. They had like plus 400 velocity, so I was like literally shooting people across the map. I was hitting for 60. I had 10 bullets, so I was firing like a machine gun. And if I hit you, it slowed you. So like, if I hit people once, they'd be slowed, and I could just fill the rest of the mag into them. Cairo had a build where he would shoot like 10 bullets in one shot, and each one would do like a bunch of bullshit like poison clouds and mark you for tracking and whatnot. He just had the fucking I'm shooting in this direction, I have hit everything in this direction build. I forget what Hobbit was doing. I think Hobbit hit really fucking hard. We had one friend. His name was God Reactor. And he took a shot, or he took a thing that was like, your bullets do 50% more damage, but they are heavier. I was trying to do the homing shot build, but it's not working. I hate the homing shot build, Hobbit. I will never try to do that build again. God Reactor, he got a thing that his shots are heavier, but do 50% more damage. He then got a thing that was like, I'm gonna counter this by turning it on anti-gravity so that your bullets go up instead of down. Instead of falling down because of gravity, they fall up because of gravity. The problem was, they don't counteract each other, it's two different systems. So instead of like, kind of going straightish, they just go up really fast. So he would shoot, and they would just immediately go up. And so he's like, okay, maybe it'll stop itself if I reverse the gravity again. Which didn't happen. He just made it go more up. And so he would shoot, and his bullets would literally just go straight up. And he was like, I don't know what to do with my build, guys. I hit really, really hard. I hit for 220 damage per shot. But I literally cannot hit anything unless I put my gun in somebody's stomach. And so it was just like, oh, good luck, buddy. Eventually he got a card that like kind of fixed it. He got like a lot of bullet velocity, or I think he was able to reverse it back. But he was just like, I have bricked my build, this sucks. I was tempted to come join for games. I'd have loved to see you. I cannot focus on more than one thing at a time, and I read slow. I could never stream them out. I like Victory Round, but you do light up every time someone mentions Victory Round. I just know that it's going to be the best part of the night. For what? Vor mentioned. Boring time you leave Vor. Blasted bouncy shot ceiling being hit scan glass cannon. I was trying to do a debuff build. I was trying to do a build that like I hit you with one bullet, you get poison, marked, slowed, no shield. Like I wanted to do all the debuffs. You know, I'm trying to ignore the fact that there are more than one alternate universes. Luton went to a cowboard for advice and started being hyper antagonists with their chat. I was trying to do the homing shot, but it was not working well. But I was doing like 130 shot. I tried doing that once, Hobbit. And what I found was I was trying to do homing shot with a ton of velocity so that people wouldn't be able to dodge them. The problem I found was I could shoot somebody directly and the bullet would stop in front of them. Because it would be like, oh, it's time to home in on them. And it was just like, it made me miss. It literally made it less homing and harder to hit people. So I was like, oh my god, I fucking hate this. Does that moth have dollar bills as wings? I missed them. Do you think butterfly moths are like fairies for shrimp? No. No, I don't. Just am. Or hummingbird moths. Elon loves rounds. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. The problem with game night is that Victory of Round supports 10 people. So everybody wants to get there. Cowborb is low fam. When that fills up, we go to a game that supports more people. Like, God, I'm forgetting the name of the place. We literally just spent an hour there last night. Blackout. Blackout supports 24 people. And Blackout's fun if you have like 20 plus people. If you have less than that, it feels a little like, eh. And like, I don't know, it just felt like a slow start. I also got murder 3 fucking times in a row, and I hate getting murder. So I was just definitely not feeling Blackout. But Blackout filled up and we're like, okay, it's time for Gigas. So we go to Gigas, and
I finally played that.
do you like it?
It was interesting.
At Gigas, immediately, like, 10 people left to go play more Blackout. So it was like, we had a lobby of 20 instead of our usual 32. So it was just like, it's fun, but it just feels slow. And I'm sitting there like, I personally would have had more fun just staying at Blackout. Or not Blackout. I personally would have had more fun. Hi, Icy Fire. Just staying at Victory Round. But I know that's like a me thing. And I know the full lobby of 20 to 30 people literally cannot do that. So it's like, it's one of those things that I love Victory Round. That's going to be the thing I have the most fun with that night. But when everybody's like, oh, I hate when Cairo does this. He's like, Euland, we have a lot of people. Is it okay if we go to Blackout? I'm like, don't hold it up for me. I appreciate the concern, but like, the group cannot revolve around me. We gotta go if we've got a lot of people. Euland loves rounds. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. You've been blessed by Hummingbird Moth. My thing with Blackout is that it gets full fast and people just don't leave. Blackout is probably my least favorite Hobbit. I just am terrible as a murderer, and I don't have fun being murder. The only thing I can do to have fun in Blackout is try to play tic-tac-toe with the locks on the door. So when I'm a guest, I'm just looking for keys and trying to get 3 in a row on the door, which I actually did twice last night. Euland is the center of the world. I am literally just like, I'm not even playing Blackout, I'm literally just key hunting. Which is a very weird way to play Blackout. There will be funny scenes. Like, there will be moments that I find really, really funny in Blackout. Like, seeing the orange of Micaiah's, tiger outfit, and then just my vision going black and you have died because he just sniped me with a fucking knife across the hallway. You know, moments like that are really funny. But, like, I hate getting investigator or murder. Like, when you guys do Blackout, I'm just going elsewhere because I really am able to get in. I really like Victory Round. I'd say that's my favorite game. I really like Probability Labs. Then I would say Gigas. Then I would say Trash Compactor. Then Blackout. And then, like, Trouble in Terrace Town. When the Trouble in Terrace portal gets dropped, I just don't even go. I'm just like, I'd rather do anything else. There's a few games that, like, nobody ever goes to that I'd have fun with. I'd really enjoy the Vertex Battle Royale map. And Saturday Night Lobby just doesn't seem to care about that one. Which is like, oh, bummer. Okay. But I'd have a lot of fun with that one. We are already at 1 mile. Well, technically 0.9. I had not been drinking water. I pick up my parents today. I finally can stop walking the dog. I think I still take a nap today. I think I have time. I think they get back at like 6 or 7. Which, oh god, it's gonna be fucking crowded at the airport. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze.
Achoo.
Ugh.
Damn.
Hi, Shin Fathomite. An hour and you finish a mile, SMH. A mile takes about 25 minutes. We stalled heavily today, and didn't actually start walking till like 54 minutes. I'd really like VRware. I think VRware is a shit ton of fun. Bless, thank you. Are there any of my favorites? Honestly, for Saturdays, I could see just dicking around in Jet Set Festival being a good time. Like, if everybody's like, hey, everybody, let's do this race. If there was a way to put everybody on the same race, I think that would be cool.
Yeah, we've tried. It's one of those things where it's just like everyone's separated from each other, and it's not really great.
Jet
I'm
Ski
trying to
Rush.
coordinate
I'd have a lot of fun with Jet Ski Rush. But I think that's a small one.
That's good.
Zombie Survival I have a
It's
lot
like
of fun
14.
with. Zombie Survival, I could spend fucking 3 hours straight there. Easy. Circuit Master Puzzle I think would be awful, but I would personally have fun. I mentioned Vertex. Hook Junkers would be the same thing as Jet Set. Those are all the game maps I have saved in my favorites. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm still like opening the stream. Oh, sorry, I'm still.
I was like, he'll notice. He'll notice. I feel like Jet Set Festival is just too big. Yeah, you would need a way to like. We are doing as a lobby this course.
This world has a weird filter on it.
And when everybody is like, when the course finishes, everybody gets ported back to a spot. I like Overseer. I don't think I'm familiar with Overseer. VRware. I don't know if I mentioned VRware. I'd have fun with that on Saturdays.
Overseer's another jar game.
Oh.
It's kind of like I think it's another one against many. And it's
It's
kind of like
it's
hide and seek.
It's all right. It's the one where you rob coins from each other. I'm pretty sure we played it.
I don't know if I've been
No,
there.
that's not the coin robbing one. It's
Oh, it's the bad one. The one where you just run around.
I said it's sort of like hide and seek.
What's VRware? VRware is like WarioWare, but a game in VR chat. And so you've got 10 people in a room, and then it'll be like, eat nachos! And a bunch of nachos appear in front of everybody. And everybody's got to fucking eat like 50 nachos in 20 seconds.
Shit, I was right. That is the coin one. That one is fun.
And then it'll be like, jump! And you have like 2 seconds to jump. VRware just needs more games added to it? Yeah. Yeah. You get coins, what do you mean?
Yeah, but High's working on tools, not on fucking VRware.
Yeah. I really want the 40 vs 40 gun game to come back. I really liked that one.
We all look like we're fucking like on a CRT with post processing on your stream. It's weird. I like it.
Oh, BorioWare? Yeah, never heard of it.
It's fun. It's just like there's no games, so I don't.
WarioWare is just a collection of mini games that are very shortly timed and go in rapid succession.
There's not enough games to make just the randomity of it fun, but it's also a little too fast-paced to like really just have a conversation and vibe with people. It's a weird like middle ground and kind of missing both. It is fun for like 30 minutes to an hour, especially if you bring a new player. It's like it's fun to see them react to all the games, but
Probably the most expansive games right now Yolanda does not like.
is what?
Yolanda would not like. Slashco and Tears are probably the most fleshed out games in all VR chat.
Hmm.
Terrorist doesn't feel good until you have something, and trying to get to the point where you have something doesn't feel good.
Yolinda hater. I'm the one that's sitting here trying to get more games. We do
think it's
Blackout
like
every
50.
week.
I only think it's like 50 SP for a coil, isn't it? It's not that much.
Yeah, but when the coil that literally has the description of can outrun killers doesn't actually let you outrun killers, feels really
It's a
bad.
killer. Well, you're not gonna be able to outrun every killer.
Then the description needs to change.
I don't know enough about this game. I still have not played it. I the funnest thing for me yesterday was God Reactor's build. Did you see what happened to God Reactor, Cairo?
No.
So they took the skill that your bullets do more damage but are heavier. So their bullets were like going 5 feet into the ground, and they're like, oh man, this is really bad. And then they saw the skill, your bullets fall upwards instead of down. And they were like, oh, this is perfect. It'll counter itself out and I'll be shooting straight. They did not realize that it was two systems, and they would go 5 feet and then straight up. And so they're like, oh shit, this is even worse. What do I do now? And they saw your bullets,
Satellite.
no, they saw the fall of your bullets is reversed again. And they were like, oh, this'll go back to going down. This'll be even better, right? It just stacked. So now their bullets were literally leaving their chamber and just going straight up. Like, they could not hit anybody unless they were putting their gun in someone's chest. And they were hitting for like 220. But like, they literally could not hit anything but the ceiling. And they kept coming to me and be like, it did not counteract each other. In fact, it's worse than ever. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, God. Eventually he got satellite, he got something. He either got that or like 120 velocity, so it was like, oh, he can hit people now. But it was a good like 5 or 6 rounds in a row of like, I'm gonna try and fix it with this. I have made it worse. Oh God. Elin and I went to Versity. Also, Elin, let's play Victory Round. I really like Victory Round, but I want to play other stuff as well. I don't like the deception games. I don't like Murder, Blackout,
Isn't really anything, man.
Different flavors of Trouble in Terrorist Town.
yeah. I want the like just, it's either PvE co-op or it's just deathmatch. I actually find myself, and this is crazy for someone who doesn't like the FPS games, I actually find myself liking most of the games where you have gun and shoot stuff. I can't really do deception. Hi, Kyle. I like Vertex. I like Victory of Round. I like Zombie Survival. Also, good morning. Those are the fun games for me.
There's one game that y'all might like. I would need to try and re-find it. But it's I think it's a 5v5, almost like Siege style, but it's sci-fi, and you're on like this space station with varying levels and such, and there are rounds played, and it's elimination style. So like, you know, when you die, you get sent back to the next round. But each round you get points in which you can upgrade something if you win or lose. And how many points you get is based on, I think it's based on winning or losing. Maybe also kills, I can't remember. but like you can upgrade weapon damage, the amount of health you have, or something else.
Hmm.
And that was pretty fun because you can be very strategic with it. And I think the teams can get pretty big.
I had one round in Blackout last night where I spawn in,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a murderer, and nighttime happens, and there was no weapons around me. It was like 1 million people spawned in the garden, the kitchen, and the greenhouse, and just cleared them out, and then that's where I went, and there was just nothing there. So nighttime happens. I hear like 5 people die, but I don't have a weapon, so I'm not gonna be running around at night, because if anybody sees me, I feel like they're just gonna know I'm a murderer. And so nighttime ends. It immediately starts again. And I literally just moved one room over. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm standing here again because no weapon. I hear like 7 people get killed. Like, I'm just hearing the fucking slaughterhouse happening. And then like daytime happens. I run around. I'm finding bodies and no weapons. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I get upstairs. I go to the bedroom. Nighttime, no weapon. I hear like 2 people get killed. Daytime, go to the library. Nighttime, no fucking weapon, and I'm like, I have done 4 fucking nights with no weapon. I fucking hate this. And then it ends. I don't remember if the murderers won or not, but Cairo just runs to me. And he's like, Eulin, I killed half the lobby. How did you not do anything? And I'm like, I didn't have a weapon.
Dude, I was so mad. I literally like I did half the work as 1 out of 5 people, and then the other fucking murderers didn't do a goddamn thing. I was so pissed off.
If you don't have a weapon and you're the murderer, do you just go running around at night looking for one, or?
Yes.
Okay.
You avoid people. Also, weapons spawn over the course of the game. The first night, not everyone's gonna get a weapon.
Right.
Weapons spawn on like days following.
I just
Also,
figured
I killed like half the lobby, so there were plenty of weapons on the ground, Yolan.
literally the bodies I was finding didn't have weapons. Like there just were no weapons for me to grab. They were on the other side of the fucking house.
What's your methodology for traversing the map?
I usually go into a room and I do a circle around it. I check all the drawers and all the spawn points for keys, which usually, you know, I'm running over all the weapon spots also. If I'm a murderer, I try to get a weapon as soon as possible, and I try to go to dead ends. So like upstairs with the library, the bathroom, and the bedroom, I feel like if I chase someone down there, they're not gonna have anywhere to go, and eventually they would hit a dead end and I'd get them. But that's about as far as I think of it as a murder.
Ewan's a Scooby-Doo ass murderer.
I think I care way too much about being seen doing something suspicious. So like, I don't fucking care about the keys as a murder. But I feel like if everybody knows me as the guy that cares way too much about keys, and then they see me skipping every fucking key, it's like, okay, well, Ewan's a murderer.
Pick a key up.
Well, I'm not even looking for them. Right? Like, if I was a murderer and just no longer even checking drawers, it'd be like, the guy that's always talking about getting 3 in a row just went into this room, looked at none of the drawers, and left.
I think you overestimate people.
I think I do too.
Yes.
Well, I think some people do.
You can get called out on that, but just like if you know the people that would call you out on that, you check like a drawer or 2 when you're in a room with them.
But that's not a valid defense because it's a bunch of people drinking, and you will RDM the ever-living fuck out of people if the only thing you go off of is you didn't check all the drawers, you didn't open all the drawers.
I
There
feel
are
like
plenty of people that are innocents that just don't check the drawers and just like running around killing people. You're literally just gonna start killing innocents.
I feel like Ants would 100% notice if I was doing that. You and Micaiah, maybe? But
I don't know. You're a non-threat, so I would just throwing knife you.
If you were a detective and you saw me like not checking drawers, you'd just be like, doesn't even matter if they're a murder. I don't know what they're doing.
It's kind of odd to think about. I have fully developed my skill set for that game while inebriated. I have never been sober while practicing that game.
Huh. Kyle wave, well, Kyle, get to
It might be worse if I'm sober and I try to play.
getting Weps nerd. Ants would probably try to get someone else to RDM you. Bro just got called bad nicely. Well, I'm not gonna be mad about it because I'm gonna be the first one to tell you I fucking suck as a murderer in that game.
Yulin's the newest, so that's just how it is. I'm not knocking you.
I'm not the newest.
Yulin's
I've been
just new.
explaining it to people. The last couple
Oh, really?
weeks, I've been like, you know, somebody's like, I can't grab the poison. I'm like, you need a bladed weapon for the poison. It'll double your damage so that you can kill murderers in one hit with it. And they're like, oh, okay. And so, okay, yeah, it's a pipe, so it's not bladed. Yeah, you also can't throw it because it's a pipe. Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't kill. Okay, thank you. I had that last week.
But with who?
I don't remember.
See, Yulin, you just blatantly lie to them.
Fuck you.
What?
I appreciate people like P. Tigger being nice to me when I was new. I'm not gonna fucking... Oh my god.
Tigger's back.
He messaged,
Yay!
gentleman.
So was he just like completely AWOL, like...
Yes.
Oh,
He said he will explain more later.
okay.
Yes, he was fully AWOL.
Okay. I thought it was like, he sent a message like, hey guys, I'm gonna be gone for a bit, be back in a little while.
Yeah, barely.
Okay.
That's like barely explaining anything, and then going gone for like 2.5 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Cairo Bun Bun. I am going to make my pet cat and pet bunny kiss. I am going to Cabot. Hi, Global, Yulin the Mother Hen. I can't do deception, so whenever I get murder and blackout, I get a weapon and then Doom music starts playing in my head. Honestly, probably not bad. If you can kill a fourth of the lobby, you've done your part.
Yeah, you can kind of.
You just have to like coordinate in a good way, and you can definitely rush down the lobby. That's one of my fucking techniques. And then you just swap from light switch to light switch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. I'll just like go on a rampage upstairs, and I'll just spam the light switch. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna kill everyone on my way to the greenhouse light switch. Get to the greenhouse light switch. Okay, I'm gonna kill everybody on my way to the basement light switch.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You seemed mad at Ivory one round.
oh yeah, Ivory just fucking rolled up on me, dude. That little fucker.
He absolutely saved my life one round.
Choice words.
It was the lights went out. I went into the basement, and this guy went, "Whoa, Yuland!" And I turned around, and the guy who had just said, "Whoa, Yuland," is now a fucking chalk line with the murderer tag, and Ivory was there with the gun. I was like, oh shit, okay. I did not even see that guy. Pyro can flip my light switch. Yulin's thought process. I don't want to be sus. Kairo's thought process. Murder. Yeah? Yeah? I don't know. I feel like if I was playing a deception game, I'd have more fun with, like, Werewolf. But, I imagine Werewolf's not great for that lobby. Have you guys ever tried Werewolf?
Oh no! Fuck no.
Yeah.
God, Yolan, that is too much mental math for a bunch of drunk dum-dums.
Yeah.
No.
I see global hug. Yeah,
I like Werewolf. Werewolf is a thing that sits in the 2019 of the past of VR.
I never got to play it in VR.
Have you all ever done freeze tag?
Oh
Yes.
That's all motherfuckers would do. That is literally all motherfuckers would do.
Freeze
Back when
tag?
we had like It was like Murder 1 and Werewolf.
Freeze tag is fun. The problem is people start getting sweaty with it and like standing on the walls, and it's like, ugh. Okay, dude.
Standing on the walls?
The last time we were playing it was the mouse update where you had
rat
the
event.
rat traps
Yeah.
that launched you, and people would get up on the walls and
Yeah, you can launch around on the walls.
Oh.
with Werewolf. So 2019, I would watch Elite, and if he wasn't running somebody through a horror map, he was hosting Werewolf. And I loved it. It was so fun to watch. I wanted to play so badly. But I wasn't really like, I didn't know people, so I was the viewer that was like, can I come play? And they're like, maybe. And you know, in the back of their head, they're like, no, absolutely not. I went and got the game, like the physical card game. And my thought process was, this was the shittiest gift I've ever given somebody. I gave it to my mom for Christmas, because she's really good at Clue, so I thought she would like this. But it was kind of a gift for myself. But with 3 people, you need a bit more. The first time I ever played it, it was me, my mom, my dad, my grandpa, and my grandma. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to play a deception game like this with your 80-year-old grandparents. Here's how it goes. Okay, we get through the intro. Who's the werewolf? Who's gonna speak first? And Grandpa goes, I'm the werewolf. No, Grandpa, you don't want us to know that. You want to lie and make us think that you're not the werewolf. Oh. Alright, let's reshuffle. We do the like whole 10-minute intro of werewolves wake up, Masons wake up, seer wake up. Okay. Who's
This
the
is an awful idea.
who's the
This is a
seer?
dog shit idea.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it was a good idea. Who's the seer? Grandpa goes, I'm the seer. Okay, Grandpa, what did you look at? I couldn't look at anything. You just said you were the seer. Well, I'm actually the werewolf. God damn it, Grandpa. That's how Werewolf went for me. It was just my poor grandfather did not understand the game. And it was just like, okay, this isn't working. I did play it with, so instead of my grandparents, we played it with, my uncle, and then our family friend and her, boyfriend. So we had 6 of us. And we had fun then, but the problem is everyone was like, oh, this is fun. The Pit is better, which the Pit is a game about collecting 9 cards of a suit and trading each other. And first to get a suit of 9 pushes a bell in the middle. But like, that's all I've gotten to play a werewolf. I remember seeing it on, God, what was that Game Grumps spinoff that Susie hosted?
Table flip.
Table Flip. I remember them playing it on Table Flip and being like, that is the coolest fucking shit ever. I want to play that so bad. And I never really got to have a good round of it. I never got like a full VR chat lobby or, you know, a decent amount of people, more than 6. Also, anytime I played it IRL, I was the one that was like hosting, so I didn't actually get to play myself. God. My favorite... I have 2 werewolf stories from watching Elite as a viewer. There was one where he's hosting Werewolf. And he, I think he was like training somebody to like host Werewolf also, and they got to a point where it was like, they pretty much had it. So Elite was like, okay, well, I'm not doing anything. Let's go into the people's houses and talk to them and, you know, see what they're thinking while we set up this game, right? Well, this person hosts and they're doing a fine job. So he goes into his friend's house, and this friend, they had a girl with them that was like their +1. She didn't want to play, she just wanted to follow her friend around. And he goes into their house, and she has all of her clothes off, and they're just full-on ERPing. The friend is just like, hand down there, just like, yeah, you fucking like that? And Lee just goes, whoa, and like, you know, turns around and goes back out, and he's like, okay, we weren't supposed to see that. And the friend comes running out, chasing Elite down, just like, Elite, I'm sorry, Elite, I'm so sorry, oh god. And it was just like, oh boy. The other funny story, I was watching Whoops play, and Whoops, he's just, you know, looking at his mirror, talking to chat, and he hears werewolves come out. And then he hears some footsteps that are like plop, 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 plop. And Whoops just goes, oh, that's so tragic. The intro phase goes through, and it's like, okay, the first day, discuss who's the werewolf. And Whoops goes, I have something to contribute to the information. The host called for the werewolves to come out, and I heard some loud-ass, Kirby-sounding, plopping footsteps. And he just looks at Markoto, who is just in, like, a Goomba avatar. Or, like, a Kirby avatar with a mustache. And everybody just looks at him. And he takes one step forward, and you hear the plop, plop. And he just goes, this is some bullshit! And they vote him off, and he was a werewolf. But, like, literally everybody could hear his footsteps from him walking around.
Oof.
Yeah, I do that in Blackout all the time. I did it last night, actually. Because if you hear a murder happen, Yolan, it's all unique sounds. The wrench has its own sound, the blunt weapons have their own sound, the bladed weapons have their own sound, the golf club has its own sound, the violin has its own sound. And so, you hear, I hear a blade slip between someone's shoulders, and I go into a room, and there are 3 people with weapons, 2 people with blunt weapons, and then there's Eris with the sword. And it's like, Eris, we heard a stabbing happening. Could you explain that to us? And he just runs away.
Jesus, Kyra, how are you that functional while drunk? Werewolf is fun every now and then. Wow, that is unfortunate. Are like Bow werewolf stories? No.
That doesn't take any process, like knowledge-wise. I'm not thinking on anything. I'm purely absorbing just like your 5 sensory fucking, you know, that's just a sound. I heard a sound. It's not very deep.
Please time me out, please. I suck at deception games. I start trying to vote myself out. I don't want to do that, Safi. Because, like, I think that sucks when there's a clearly unfun role.
Yeah, the people that throw when they're in a role that they don't like are really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And just ruin the fun for other people.
If it's like, I only have fun when I'm the innocent, so you have to be the murderer every time. If I'm the murderer and I just reset the game, that sucks. This is why I don't like deception in politics games. Wonder if anyone's made a secret Hitler map in VR chat? I need to clean all this blood off my pillow. Think lemon juice helps with that?
I think there might have been a secret Hitler map. I feel like at one time. That is also another game that is too much thinking for drinking people, so we would probably never play it. Secret Hitler is a fun game though.
Because there's varying levels of drunk too. Yo, there's a blunt weapon? Dude, that's wicked. End cliche stone voice. Okay, Zvi. I don't do it intentionally. I start gaslighting myself to think I'm the bad person. Sex with stolen map win. I think about it every time. With murder, I think just like, I should just grab the weapon and start stabbing, whatever, who cares. I'll probably even do better than my dumbass trying at murder.
You're overthinking it.
I know I am. But like, I'm thinking like, how do I throw as murder? And then I'm like, no. Don't do that. That's not cool. I don't talk much and I'm very sneaky quiet. So just straight up sus. What are we at? 2.1? This is, hands down, the worst zone of Wrath of the Lich King. The Borean Tundra. If Farisu was here, she would come in and go, the boring tundra.
I was about to say it, and you're not.
Well, she says it every time it comes up. She'll say it even when we're not even here.
Like, alright. It looks cool, but like I can't imagine playing this game on release and you see fucking like, yeah, look at the background right now. Look at all the cool fucking Necropolis fucking shit you see in the background, and you're just in the little fields. Yippee.
I think I went here first. I went here before the Howling Fjord. And I was like, this zone rules. It's got snow. It's got all the dead stuff in the background. It's got the Aurora Borealis. I think I thought I was impressed. And then I went to Dragon Blight and I was like, this is the real fucking zone. And then I probably went to Zuldrak and thought that was fucking cool. And I still think it's fucking cool.
I hated Zultrak.
Really? I loved it.
I did not like it. Well, I didn't play it concurrent. I played it like as a leveling zone.
Oh. After Zuldrak, I probably went to Sholazar Basin. After that, I went to the Storm Peaks. I hated Storm Peaks, but I like Sholazar. Next character, I went to Howling Fjord and Grizzly Hills. And I didn't really care for Grizzly Hills. But I know Howling Fjord, I was like, this is way better than Borean Tundra. I bet Wrath of the Lich King was Farisu's favorite. Nope. I think it's actually WoD.
That's insanity.
I have heard her arguments for
World
it.
of Darkness?
Warlords of Draenor.
Oh.
I've heard her arguments, and there's logic to them. It's not just a troll take. I do think that she's basing it on solely her experience and not the whole. And the whole was like overall
Just because I
bad.
explained it doesn't make it good.
Her explanation does have logic to it. It does, like, when you look at it like that, yeah, you could, when you word it like this, WoD does sound really good.
I could see how someone with brain damage would like that.
Stop, be chill.
I'm just joking.
I liked it all right. I bet Wrath of the Lich King was Farisu's favorite because Edge.
You know what I
Go
what I
ahead.
did have brain damage after was fucking Eco Park last night. I was
Everybody was just yelling at Riley constantly.
I was just having fun. Me, Ginjo, and Manus were just fucking with him the whole time.
What's it
You know,
like,
we-
Cairo?
We three.
What's it like to not be the one in the middle that everybody's kicking?
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
Not as boring as the other starting zone in Wrath. Really? I thought Howling Fjord was way better than Borean Tundra. Most boring zone in Wrath of the Lich King is whatever zone Dalaran is in. Crystal Song
I
Forest.
don't know. I feel like Wrath, because they added, because it was like, I don't know. I feel like BC as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we give you these big open zones. So you're flying now, and then there's not a fucking lot, and there's zones in between like the points of interest.
To an extent, yeah. There's definitely some, like, no man's zones where it's like, there's fucking one quest here. Oh.
But you know, thematically, I guess kind of fits a fucking Antarctic continent. There wouldn't really be a lot here.
Or a dying
fair.
planet that is falling apart and only a section of a crust left. In practicality, kinda sucks for a video game sometimes, but...
Yeah, but it's also one of those things where it's like, well, that's how we designed it. We designed it to be empty as fuck, and here's the lore reasons. Okay, yeah, that doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah. Enter Gabe Newell, but is it fun?
Yeah, pretty much.
Burning Crusade. I think my favorite zone was Zangar Marsh. I think my least favorite zone...
It's just like Negrand, dude.
What?
Blades
No.
Edge Mountains.
What?
Blades
Nagrand's
Edge
was everybody's favorite.
No, I like Negrand.
Okay.
No. Least favorite. I didn't hear least favorite. Least favorite is Blades Edge.
I think
Probably.
Blade's Edge would probably be least favorite, but at the same time, I'm like,
Hellfire Peninsula.
well, Hellfire Peninsula's fun because of the Fell Reaver, and just the start, like coming through the portal.
Yes, that's cool, Yulin. But
Hi,
beyond
Archangel.
the one big mob roaming around and the entrance,
No, it's got that like,
shit to the one.
it's got that like first time mysticism. That first like new zone, it was. I think objectively it's the worst zone, but it carries so much like memories and feelings and emotion that like it's bumped up a lot.
Yeah, lore-wise, it's fucking awesome. Like, dude, the fucking path of just bones you walk on when you come
Yeah.
in from the orgs. That's cool, right? But no. Yeah.
Hi,
Lore-wise,
Rose.
cool. Playing the video game-wise, it's dog shit.
Rose, I need to
Put
make
in the
sure
clip of-
that you have all of your permits in order. I saw that you had Zuvi on your stream this morning. Make sure that you have your permits for having Zuvi on your stream in order before Koyo gets back. Because if he finds out, you know, Zuvi's been on your stream while he was away and you didn't have the proper, you know, licensing to have Zuvi there, there could be some fines involved. So just make sure that's in order before he gets back. I hope you had fun. You were playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Insert raid message here. Hi, Rose. I've been there before Koyo went away, though. Yeah, well, I'm just making sure Rose has her proper permits and licensing in order to have you on stream. You know, you are property of Koyo Red LLC, Zuvi. Whether you like it or not, you know, you are absolutely an asset to the Koyo stream. And, you know, being on other streams, there's permits and licensing involved. I wasn't aware. Yes, sir, sorry. Was Zuvi on Rose stream before Koyo was gone? Yeah, probably. Hi, Shere Khan. Hello, Kyle. Hello, Yulin and everyone. Hi. We were talking about, you've been monkeyed. We were talking about the zones in World of Warcraft. I was gonna go through all the expansions and just rank them. I think objectively, Hellfire Peninsula is like my least favorite zone. But it's hard to say it's my least favorite zone from Burning Crusade because, like, holy, just stepping through that portal, seeing the green energy going through the sky, the trail of honor of bones of Draenei, and just the armies of the Legion marching on the portal, it was just like, this is so cool. But I do think, like, when you're questing through it, I would say it's the worst. Then Zangar Marsh would be my favorite. Emphasis on assets. Wrath of Lich King. This is gonna be a crazy take. I think Grizzly Hills was my least favorite for a long time. And that's one of those opinions that, like, has Flynn from Tangled with everybody pointing the sword at him. Between Grizzly Hills and Borean Tundra, I don't know. Yuland has takes for real. I'm gonna say Borean Tundra is my least favorite. For my favorite, that's hard. Dragon Blight is really fun. Zuldrak is really fun. And all the other zones are just strong. I'm gonna say Gundrak or Zuldrak is my favorite. Just because it's such a cool, like, troll empire with the poor layer, the middle layer, the noble layer. I like that. Cataclysm. I think everybody's gonna say Deepholm was their least favorite, although I kind of like it now. And then my favorite... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say Hyjal is my least favorite. I don't think I ever liked Hyjal. And I will say, the desert was my favorite. Mists of Pandaria, Jade Forest is my favorite. Not even like a thought. No hesitation. Valley of Four Winds, least favorite. I think Oldham is very boring. Really? I thought it was like a desert done well. I really wish I could have played WoW when I was younger. Vashir was cool. Vashir is really cool. A lot of people don't like it because swimming. I don't like it because I don't like being underwater. That's my phobia. After Kata was Mop. Jade Force was my favorite. I think my least favorite zone was Krasarang Wilds. Just a gross swamp. Oldham was my last zone. So I just blitzed it. After Mop was Wad. In Wad... Ooh. I think my least favorite zone was Nagrand. Because I was expecting it to be as cool as old Nagrand, and it just did not live up to it. In fact, it was incredibly annoying to get around, because they wanted you to use these gliders to get all over and around the cliffs. And so I did not like the new Nagrand. I did really like Spires of Iraq, though. I think that's the best WAD zone. I was Druid Vash, so it was my time to shine. Legion, Suramar. Suramar wins hands down. I love Suramar. And then least favorite... I didn't really care for Asuna. I don't think it's bad, I just didn't really care for it. Even over Valshara, which I actively like make fun of and be like, another stupid druid forest. I just didn't really care for Asuna. What's up, Global? I'm going to hold my bunny for after stream. I'm going to do like my father today. Okay, hell yeah. After Legion was BFA. As trash as BFA was, I like the zones here. I really like Zuldazar. That's like my favorite zone in the game, so that's my favorite. Least favorite would be Nazmir. I think Nazmir's just a grody swamp. Were you obsessed over Void Stranger, Cairo? I don't think Cairo likes Void Stranger. I think I showed it in Core's stream when she was playing it, and Cairo was like, oh no! After BFA was Shadowlands. God, there's not much from Shadowlands. Worst zone, the Maw. Best zone... Maldraxxus, I guess, just because it's unique. Revendreth was actually pretty cool, too.
I was muted.
I was wondering.
I remember I looked up Void Strange, I'm like, oh shit, this looks like the Game Boy Zeldas. This fucking rocks. And you're like, yeah, it's all puzzles. I'm like, no! It's literally just a block pushing fucking game.
Best zone tourist. It gets a lot more convoluted than block pushing, but...
Yeah, but that's boneless Zelda, dog.
I don't know if I agree with that. Well, it still does have combat.
Oh. So you just lied to me.
No, I didn't. It's just way, way more puzzles and more intricate puzzles. And the combat is very muted. The combat is usually also a puzzle. Best zone tortoise. Cairo is not a knower. Core was like stuck on a puzzle at one point, and I was like, she doesn't know. She lacks critical information. Core Vu is not a knower. And Core's just like, shut the fuck up, Ewan. Ewan, do we not spoiler the unknowing? I don't think it's a Cairo game. I think Cairo would have fun with it, but Cairo has fun with almost every game, and he'd have more fun with just other stuff. I don't see Cairo really like playing Void Stranger and being like, I want to drop 100 hours into this, and now it's like I'm gonna talk about it somewhat often. Like, I think he'd just rather play Bravely Default. Dragonflight. Valdrakken worst zone just because, like, who cares? The Underdark best zone. And that's a barely. I think the Underdark is, like, kinda eh. It's just better than all the other zones. War Within. Hello, hello. War Within. Ooh. The worst zone is Dornegal. Just because, who cares? It's not really anything special. The best zone, I'm torn between Hallowfall and Oz-Kahet. Spider City and, like, Underground Cave with a Crystal Sun are both really strong, unique concepts. Void Stranger's really
Also-
cool. I'm not smart enough for all that though.
You didn't for BFA.
Uh-huh.
I think Drustvar might be one of my favorite zones in the game.
It is a very, very strong zone. I almost said it as my favorite, but I just really, really like Zuldazar.
Drustvar is cool because it's like a spooky forest, but it's kind of like the occult, like very culty focus that we haven't seen before.
Drustvar gets a solid -2 points because you cannot go through it without somebody in general chat just going, so this is just Witcher? And it's like, god damn it.
What? Well, I don't know anything about Witcher.
They just, every fucking time they're like, so it's just Witcher the zone? And it's like, just play the damn zone. Convention done, I'm fucking EP. Good job, Air. You saying Kyra would not like parsing 4 layers of meta-narrative for fun? No. No, I don't think he would.
Like, anytime a story, because like at the end of the day, stories are written by people, right?
Yep.
So when a story gets too pretentious, I'm like, this is just a pretentious motherfucker behind his desk trying to make me think it's really deep and thought-provoking. But no, he's just an asshole.
Whoa. I do think it's a good story. I do think it's very convoluted because you can see it out of order. There's a lot of things you can do in Void Strangers that just makes you see things not in order. And I think for someone like you, that's just gonna kill any interest in a story that you have.
Wait, I watched the whole fucking trailer. It's literally just images of rooms the whole time.
Yeah?
Is there a story?
Yes. Oh my god, yes. Think of like a mega dungeon that's like 500 levels. And there's like... Think of it as a Metroidvania that's just, it's all stacked on each other. But there's like hallways and passages and holes that skip, hundreds of floors or go up a bunch. But it is, in effect, a Metroidvania in that regard, that it's all connected. He doesn't know he is not a knower. They'll show you cutscenes at certain points when you encounter stuff. I know there's a character named Lily that Core and Cassidy and everyone else loves, because she's really nice, apparently. We're at 2.9. We're cruising. I can't go too long today. If we get something like Hoth after this, I think 1 PM is like the hard cutoff. No, we shouldn't be going. It's very unlikely we get to that though.
Oh damn!
You were just upset it's Yuri Space Shooter coded? What'd you see?
I'm reading the negative reviews for Void Stranger.
Uh-huh.
And everyone's just like, yeah, this game just fucking wastes your time. If you like these other games, don't play this game.
Hi, Lopner. I would not say it wastes your time. I would not word it as wasting your time. Because there's the people that, like, they want that, right? That's like saying Warframe wastes your time because the grind is so much. And it's like, well, if you don't like grinding in games, yeah, you're going to look at that as bad. No, it doesn't. If you like the grind, Warframe is fucking perfect. It's just knowing what you want in a game.
Do you not think dailies inherently are a time waster?
No, no, I don't.
What? You're insane. You're insane. You're crazy.
Are you fucking high? Are you still drunk from last night? Have you not heard me
No,
talk
I'm
about
not.
dailies?
I think dailies conceptually are something just designed to waste your time because they keep you engaged.
I like dailies because I like routine. So like when I was playing PSO2 and just logging on and doing all of my dailies for a year straight, that was the funnest time I ever had with PSO2 because I enjoy doing dailies. if you don't like doing dailies, if you view that as wasting your time, don't play the games with dailies. But there's people that, like, enjoy dailies, and no one's forcing you to do them. We ignore every game take from Ewan now on. Dailies are a time waster, Lamau. I hope you get a nap. They're made to make sure you log in every day. I agree, I do not like dailies. No, dailies suck ass. You guys know you could just not do them, right? You guys know you could just not do dailies in games. Dailies aren't a time waster. They're a Skinner box mechanic to keep you logging on and playing. Dailies are good because why give you stuff to foe? But suck because you have to do them? I mean, gotcha dailies though. I think MMO dailies are fine. Just don't play the game, it's that easy. It really is that easy. Like, it's one of those, like, if you're not enjoying this, why are you doing it? I hate dailies, they waste my time. Then don't do them.
I mean, if you don't do your dailies in a gacha, you might as well not be playing it.
Well then, like, if that's the game, then why are you playing it in the first place?
That's how you get all your currency so you can do the actual content.
I don't know. Seems like you don't like in Warframe, which is not a daily game. That's like a big long grind, right? People say this game's grind is so long it wastes your time, and it's like the grind is the game. That's what you're supposed to be having fun doing. Stuff to do, like look at WoW daily.
Who says that?
Oh, a lot of people.
They're damaged as people.
For which side are you saying they're damaged as people? That it wastes their time, or that they have fun doing that?
That they have fun doing dailies.
We're not talking about dailies.
Oh.
We're talking about Warframe grind.
There's so many other things you can do that are repetitive content that do reward you in a better way than playing a fucking MMO and grinding.
Your mic is popping, by the way.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
I don't know. For me, the roller coaster. Hi, Drayon Walker. For me, the roller coaster of Warframe is you play Warframe for the first time, you play 10 hours, and you think it's really fun. It's a pretty game. You enjoy jumping around the walls. It's fast-paced. You cut enemies in half. You try a bow and you staple your first enemy to a wall, and you're like, oh my god! And it's like, you really enjoy it for 10 hours. Then you realize, oh, this is my 17th extraction mission, or this is my 17th extermination mission. Hi, Jan. And you're like, I'm not having fun. I'm just doing the same things over and over. And you quit and you say the grind is too much. And then you realize you loved Banjo-Kazooie as a kid, and you liked collecting 100 notes in every level, 5 Jinjos in every level, 10 Jiggies in every level. And you enjoy the collectathon, at which point you realize Warframe is like the ultimate collectathon, and you become a lifelong fan that puts 3,000 hours into it. For the people that like keep playing Warframe, they enjoy the collectathon, and there's no shortage of like constant stuff. If you enjoy the, oh, I got a new weapon and I mastered it. I got a new sentinel and I mastered it. If you enjoy that, there's literally like 900 things to get in Warframe, and they'll fucking enjoy that endlessly. Collectathons are way different than RNG grinds. I don't really understand how, though. Because, like, you could look at World of Warcraft as a collectathon, right? If you are a mount collector, that is absolutely an RNG grind. But it's collecting mounts. I don't like gacha dailies, so I did stop. Yeah, don't do the dailies. Then not get invited to raids and dungeons because you don't have the stuff from the daily reps. And have arbitrary and label as a necessity.
Me. No, I was saying your take's dog shit. I would say you can't compare fucking Banjo to Warframe.
You absolutely can.
Whatsoever. No, you absolutely.
They're
cannot.
collectathons.
They're two wildly different things.
Oh, they're very
They're
different.
Not the same.
But at their
fucking
core,
thing.
you collect
can
the
compare,
things.
No, you can compare. That is, you are fucking cherry picking the most small minutia that the word is the same, so they are the same. No, they're fucking not. I can see if you want to compare Warframe and a mount grind and WoW, sure. But it's so different.
If you like collectathons in Banjo, you like collectathon in Warframe.
No,
Yes.
because I didn't fucking like Warframe and I like Banjo.
No, you've got rose-tinted glasses for it.
I definitely could play it right fucking now. I definitely played it like a year or two ago. And let me check my Warframe on Steam. Last played July 28th, 2013.
Oh, so you even played it now that it's been modernized.
Shut the fuck up.
2013
fuck up.
was the year it came out.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I thought it was dog shit.
I mean, it was okay back then. But, like, it is a very different game now. Isn't Wave Lady basically dailies? Yeah, but Warframe is fun. Darn you, Genshin, Honkai, ZZ, etc. With your hot characters and dailies, shakes fist. I hate it when the dailies don't match the gameplay. That is fair. So, like, if you enjoy... World of Warcraft is a good argument against dailies. If you enjoy the dungeons and raids, but you have to do, like, the daily quest for that, that sucks if you don't enjoy doing the daily quest for that. I can see that. Drayon hug. Kara's popping
That's what
off
I'm
right
saying.
now because of mic issues.
With gachas, people love the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
People love the story. People don't want to fucking do the endless gear grind to like have a decent build. No one fucking wants to do that. They have to do it so you log in every day and you have to stare at the banners. You have to stare at everything. Same with your dailies. You have to get the currency so you can do the banners. But then we shove the banners in your face. Ooh, you can pull it right now. Ooh.
I think that's valid, but I feel like, you know, what dailies are these that you hate doing? How is that, like, is it a daily that's like, go fight these bears? So that you can then do the real content of go fighting this dragon, or?
Well, like, so you can do the end game, like, actual fights where I don't turn on auto battle. For Star Rail Yuan, I have auto battle on literally every day that I'm not doing story or end game content. And when I get to end game content, I finally get to turn the auto button off because it's not brain dead content where I actually have to sit there and think about things.
I don't know. That feels like I just wouldn't be enjoying this game. Your pretty game, Icy Kumi, Jan,
it's
hi Yuli,
Stockholm
hi Icy. Switch to Icy, hi Cairo, smooch to Yulin. Wait, he might be onto something. I'm still trying to collect all the red flags. Collectathons are way different than RNG grinds. Warframe direction is very limited. At least I think so. Direction? What do you mean by direction? Oh, collectathons on my line are like Korok Seeds or Moons in Mario. Literally just apply that to Warframe. Because in Warframe, it's like there's 300 primary guns, there's 250 secondary guns, there's 400 melee weapons, there's 80 companions, there's 50 Warframes, there's 30 reputations. It is just, once you have it forever. You just knock them all out one by one. You just, you know, we're working toward this, now we're working toward this, now we're working toward this. And you have, you know, percent completion of Warframe that just gradually goes up.
You're working toward, so you're playing the game to work towards those.
Yes.
But for a collectathon, the entire world is designed around those collectibles. Those collectibles are the game. I think there's a difference here. In Warframe, it's a side to the gameplay. In a collectathon, it is the gameplay.
No, because in Warframe it is also the gameplay.
Well, it kind of goes hand in hand.
It very much goes hand in hand. So, like, if you have a gun, if you have a new gun, you don't just like, oh, I got this gun, I have it. You have to master it. So you have to go level that to 30. And, like, everything you do in Warframe is working towards some collectathon. Collectathons in my mind are like Quark Seeds or Moons in Mario. What a surprise, Al, if you're a gamer. And why don't you like all the games collecties? Yulin,
Yeah,
why
I
are you
think-
like this?
I think the problem here is that collectathon also refers to a very small genre of games that are pretty much all platformers. So I think that it also makes it difficult to compare to something like Warframe.
In my eyes, that's like saying JRPGs are turn-based games from Japan. And then you go, so Pokemon's a JRPG, right? And they go, no. Wait, hold on. Like, in my eyes,
Well,
yes,
it is.
there's the very standard... Yeah, that's my point, Cairo. There's the very standard collectathon. You think of platformers like Banjo-Kazooie. And then it's like, Warframe, in my eyes, hits the same, like, itch and the same criteria, but then people are like, whoa, whoa, no, you can't call that a
No.
collectathon.
That would not hit the same itch.
I-
Not even remotely.
I think it does, and the people that are into Warframe say it do. Oh.
Any kind of like MMO style game where you're collecting? No.
Warframe is barely an MMO. If you're a gamer, then why don't you like all the games collectees? Yulin, why are you like this? How am I agreeing with Cairo? Holy fuck, so he hasn't played at all, Lamau. These two are just, you're wrong, no you. Yeah, sometimes arguments just get to that. If you're a gamer, then why are you playing The Sims? That's not a real game. The alpha wasn't polished. Truly shocking. Hi, hun. Every time I hear your treadmill go off, I think, oh, popcorn's ready. With collectathons, the things you collect are in set locations and require some skill and game knowledge to acquire. Warframe collecting is just RNG to repeat these levels. You might get it at first 5 runs, or after 500, who knows. Why is that a metric, though? They are in set locations. If you want Octavia Prime, you need to run Meso Fissures. You are only going to get that piece from the Meso Fissure. So that is a very specific content that you have to do to get that piece. Why is it like, oh, you get it the first time you do it, so it's a collectathon, or you have a 20% chance to get it. It no longer counts as a collectathon. To me, saying it's RNG and has a chance to get it doesn't make it more or less a collectathon. You're collecting the thing still. That sounds boring as shit. And did I miss holidays? I saw Icy. Nope. The popcorn mill. No, but we need to distinguish grind-based collections and exploration collections, Elon. Distinguish between. That's level grinding, Elon, not collecting. Yeah. Aren't you glad they added the boy band story now? No, I haven't done anything with it. I mean, I just like number go up. I think you're just using the term too broadly, Elon. The thing is, it's not a collectathon because collectathons have static placements for the items. Warframe is just RNG. May as well call gambling a collectathon. Don't fucking call it a collectathon. Warframe does have set locations for the vast majority of items. If you're a gamer, then why are you playing Elden Ring with horse magic, jumping, running, emoting with the monitor on Fox only Final Destination? Like, even the Oberon parts are no longer drops from random Xmas Day. Hi, Farisu. You and I walked 2 miles today. Have you walked 2 miles already? You probably have. We are at 3.6 miles. Farisu, what's your favorite WoW expansion? Because I have skill issue. Gambling is a collectathon. A collection of debt and trauma. Collectathon is any game where you collect things to progress. What we're arguing right now, Farisu, is that I'm sitting here saying Warframe is a collectathon. In the same vein, Banjo-Kazooie is a collectathon. And they're all going like, no, you're fucking high. Same hug. If I'm being extremely honest, probably Legion or WoD. I said you would say WoD. We were walking through Borean Tundra. And I think Kyle was like,
Kyle, I'm gonna fucking deck you. I'm gonna fucking drop kick you. You call me Kyle?
I wasn't talking about you at all.
I was gonna call it Boring Tundra.
No, that's not what I was saying. I said
What are you
Kyle
saying?
was gonna say Wrath of the Lich King is probably Farisu's favorite expansion because it's edgy.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But you just wanted to make it about you and say,
I
I
did.
came up with the Boring Tundra joke. Fucking guy. Me, Cairo, not you. Yeah, that's true.
Kyle,
You're right. You
eat
click and
shit.
progress in Warframe. So rude. Blood isn't
I'm
listening.
aggro this morning. Come on.
I have fucking riled him up from Banjo-Kazooie and Warframe are the same genre. Wait, what?
Yulin, let me tell you, if we were in person during that whole Warframe is Banjo-Kazooie shit, I would have had my hands on you. I would have fucking had my hands around your collar. at
Here's
some
the
point in
thing.
that conversation.
Warframe and Banjo-Kazooie are not the same genre, right? One is a platform, one is a third-person shooter, a bunch of other stuff.
We're not going back to this.
No, we
We're
are.
not going back to this.
Yes, we are.
No. I wanna. Let me out.
But they have that same core mechanic of this is a collectathon and why people play this game. It is not like the only thing about these games, but they have that little sliver of Venn diagram together.
Yeah. Thank you, Kyle.
That's true, you are right. You are high, but that's unrelated. But me, Cairo, not you, Blood isn't listening. Not everything is about you, Kyle. Self-centered brats, SMH, know you. 2 years and they don't work. Blood, hop on Wild Tank Mythic Plus for you, Blood Gang. You and I just got arrived from a flight. I don't need this Warframe Banjo-Kazooie bad takes. It's not a bad take, it's just how Warframe players are. They enjoy the grind and they enjoy collecting the things. I will say this, Elon, I agree with everyone else. You're high, Warframe Banjo is not the same. You're fucking zooted. No. If you don't think Warframe is a collectathon, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. Metroid games are collectathons. Warframe is, Castlevania games are. All three of those games you collect items to progress. People that don't play collectathons need to stop talking about collectathons. I mean, by that logic, the Diablo games are a collectathon? When it's just a gear check game?
By that logic, my fucking job is a collectathon.
Diablo games are not a collectathon because you don't get everything. In Diablo, you hit checkpoints of, I need to get this to progress, right? So you make a wizard. You go through the story with the wizard. You get your tier set with the wizard. You go through Nephilim rifts with the wizard. You go through greater rifts to level up gems with the your epic gems. Then you bounce between speedrunning regular rifts and pushing greater rifts. You never had to do anything on the monk. You never had to do anything on the other classes in Diablo. So in that regard, I would say it's not a collectathon. In Warframe, you need to constantly be upgrading your gear to get up. And you're going to have like your set that you use for most stuff. You don't need everything to have. But your literal level is gated by getting new stuff. The literal core mechanic of this is your mastery rank is the collectathon. Mother, do not antagonize my rabbit. Do not be upset. I'm focusing on core today. It's just a national holiday to sell cards. It's nothing more, don't be jealous. I have my hands on you too. Even more so as caller. If you don't think Warframe is a collectathon, you got carried. Shrimple as. I don't enjoy the grind. I enjoy the core combat mechanics. Same, honestly. I don't play to grind. I grind to play. Sure. But you have to do the collectathon to progress the game. Warframe has gotten far better, setting average times for acquisition lately. There is a finishing point in Warframe. That's why it's a collectathon. You got a potential to be reviewed. Newstuber with your takes. With pity currencies or tokens, etc. God, this is like saying CS and Devil May Cry. The same because they have the same high from adrenaline. Oh god. Yeah?
I know you do news on here. Please don't ever become a news tuber.
I'll have to execute you. I'll chop you into little bits.
I don't see how I would fit it into exercise and that sort of thing. Farming Nightmare Mephisto billions of times and still never getting Tragul's claws. I came to Nom. Hi, Harley. I disagree. The time I played, I had no one to play with. 90% soloed. AFK getting coffee. The Coda Liches take literally a fifth of the time of the original ones, and you can hold the currency to buy a weapon that you want, and then just mindlessly farming them, hoping for a good drop. I've been playing since 2014. And they have never changed the idea of needing to collect mods, items, warframes, to do harder and harder content. Eventually you reach the end, and you collect all the mods, weapons, warframes, etc. At least Pokemon and FF are the same genre. One of us. I have bad news for you. He was asking for Azumarill clips for stream. Fucking gross. Kyra to feed Euland into a wood chipper more at 11. Played since closed beta, and played predominantly solo the entire time. I don't really care when people started, because, like, this one started in 2013. He's also last played 2013. Right? So his view of what Warframe is a little off. A little dated, so to say. What I care about is mastery rank. If somebody tells me I'm Legend 5, I care about what their opinion is of Warframe more than somebody who's like, I'm mastery rank 13. They added targeting for liches, though. They can do the exact thing. You are still gated by RNG. That was way before Coda came out. Kyra hasn't played Warframe. We've established this. I'm also the person who has every single item, collected most of the Codex, scanned all events done, all mods.
What do you mean I haven't played Warframe? I literally have.
Legend rank 5, day 1, etc. Warframe literally tries to change their game every 2 years. And what it was in 2013 is so vastly different to what it is now that, like, it's... What would be a good example? It's like you played Classic WoW, and it's like, hey, play Retail WoW with us. Mythic Plus is really fun. You're like, no, I played WoW. When was the last time you played? I think I raided Molten Core. I know what it's like. And it's like, it's a way different game, bro.
But still, at its core, it's the same game. Was it your favorite? The setting is still the same. Don't talk about 1999. I'll explode your brains.
I don't know. If you're somebody that's like, you really like Mythic Plus, you really like the grind of Mythic Plus, and you're trying to get your friend into it, and they would like Mythic Plus, right? They're like, I love Rifts in Diablo 3. I love, that dungeon content. And you're like, oh, play WoW. You'd have a lot of fun. And they're like, nope, I already played it in 2004. It doesn't really hit that itch. It's like, it's new. There's new stuff. Please, give it a try. No, that'd be, like, hair-pullingly frustrating. You still have to farm the larvalings until you get the weapons you want. I think I got up to MR15. Also, my take doesn't matter. Gotcha. It's not that it doesn't matter. It's just that it carries less weight. When I'm asking somebody, hey, what do you think the enjoyment from Warframe comes from? And somebody has 30 hours in the game, and they're mastery rank 10, and they go, I don't really know. It was fun, shooting stuff with a bow for a while, but then it's just, you do the same exterminate mission over and over just on a different planet. I dropped it. And then you've got the person who's legend rank 5 with 4,000 hours in the game. I'm gonna care about what the legend rank 5 person has to say about what the game is fun for. Because clearly they have found the game more fun. Killing Lich takes massively longer. And the violence percent can be dog shit. Played over 10 years ago, it's not the same. Meaning you gain fractions or percent of improving your Lich weapon of choice. I think the 2023 to now era of Warframe is the absolute peak after DE Rebecca took over. My last played Warframe was 2016, 75 mins. I tried playing it in 2013, not my game. Yeah, this is the RNG I'm talking about. The larvalings, I'm gonna change system to make it all targetable. Yep. Warframe was massively improved under Rebecca's tenure. I think the current state of Warframe is a vast improvement over the Trials era, the Plains of Eidolon era, and the Kuva Lich's Deimos COVID era. To think I've seen people saying it was a terrible idea back then. It's a game about level grinding. Getting items to get more levels to grind more levels, during which you get more items. Flexthons are about the acquisition of the items, and of themselves in my position. I would say you could distinguish between those types of collectathons, but I very much call them both collectathons. I wouldn't call Warframe a collectathon implicitly, just that it's a valid play path. A lot of people supporting Durbeca's change of position as a massive W for the game, but turned to like the quality of life goddess has come. In before the Legend 5 hates it. Probably have more of those hours, and I'm not that rank. I actually love Warframe. Everyone I know that has reached Legend Rank 5 just wants more and more from the game. Okay, so hey Yulin, what's next in your notes? Next is I take a drink. Also, we're on fucking Voss.
Elon,
That's me.
I had an idea for a funny
Yeah.
series that would cause some discourse.
Uh-huh.
We always had such differing opinions about games and things,
Mm-hmm.
like MOBAs and that nature. What if you and I tried to learn Deadlock together, and we just butted heads about it?
Why?
I don't know. I think Deadlock's interesting. I'd like to know more about it.
I don't want to play Deadlock. How long left in the video? Well, the video was 1 hour and 54 minutes. And I didn't see where we were at in it, but I was like, oh, fuck, it's long. 1 hour 54 is like 5 miles. We were at 3 when it started. So, that's like an 8-mile day.
Can you read what Parisi said? Because I have no idea what they mean.
Deadlock is the one with the hot floating lady with exposed feet, right? No, that's Expedition 33.
I think it might also be Deadlock, actually. It's the blue bitch, the sniper.
Whoa, I'm talking about Warframe in here. Stop shifting the fun conversation. How long left in the video? But they've been talking about this for so long, bro. I just got here. That's not my fault. If you Google Deadlock feet, you get so much stuff, holy. So I just read, if you Google Deadlock feet, you get so much stuff, holy. Then I moved one of my overlay windows down,
Real.
and I just had Icy Fire in my vision. Look at how sad he looks. Look at how sad Icy Fire just looks right now as we're talking about Warframe, and then Deadlock feet. It just really caught me by surprise. Oh my god, it's like Xalato is all over again. Deadlock is the Tumberlite Super Monday Night Combat. Sarcasm, I'm not a chud, I swear. You better not be a chud. You should stop beating Icy. I've never beat Icy. Stop it, you're making Icy sad. No, he already looks sad. I didn't do that. 4.2 miles. In my notes, there's a meme going around on Reddit, and probably all over the internet. It is, it is a picture from a historical event, and there's text that says, actually, let me bring up what the text says. Happy Father's Day to all the great dads out there. It is a picture, of Jeffrey Doucette, who is, a convicted child molester. And in the background of the picture, the father of the kid he molested is walking up with him to a gun, with a gun. For anybody that doesn't know what happened, Jeffrey Doucette, he molested a kid, horrible person. The kid's dad, on live TV, just took out a gun and shot him. Just killed him on live TV. And so, to take the moment of that incident with, like, the dad, his name is Leon Gary Palucci. He's literally pulling out the gun, and it's, you know, Happy Father's Day to all the great dads out there. I mean, it's not wrong, but at the same time, it's like, holy shit! Chud, that doesn't sound very convincing. Dylan, don't read this out loud, just look at your DMs. How do you make a dark chow again? You give them lots of love and affection, as a dark character in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Doing a saving roll for mood change. What do you mean? Did you not know you could just play a dark character and be nice to them?
Yeah.
Throw their egg at the wall, make them hate life, and pet them as Shadow. I sent that image to my dad. I sent him a text with the, Happy Father's Day to all the great dads out there. It is Father's Day today, right?
Yes.
I sent that to him. I don't know if he'll recognize the people. I don't know if he'll recognize the incident. Jesus Christ, Farisu. Why have you sent this to me? Oh, God.
I'm afraid to ask.
It's a picture of her Google results looking up deadlock feet.
Oh no.
Since we're talking about Father's Day, today's holidays. Family Awareness Day, Father's Day, Fly a Kite Day, Global Wind Day, Husband Caregiver Day, Justice for Janitors Day, Magna Carta Day, National Electricity Day, National Kiss a Wookiee Day, National Lobster Day, National Megalodon Day, National Smile Power Day, National Turkey Lovers Day, Native American Citizenship Day, Nature Photography Day, Trinity Sunday, World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, Worldwide Day of Grieving. None of these are fun. I mean, I guess Father's Day, but maybe lobster. None of those are like fucking Cookies Day. Is that what you did to make a dark chow? No. Is it? You're telling me to send that to Core? Fuck you, Yulin. She doesn't get into that humor. Well, don't send it to her then. You can technically eat a father. Lobster Day, lobsters are friends. Zwei with the Blissey emotes. Oh shit, base lobster emojis? Those are Blissey Sama emotes. We love Blissey. I was talking earlier, Cairo. Because we were talking about advertising your stream and just some like stream things people do. And like raiding. And I was like, it's crazy when people don't raid to me. Because it's such a good thing for growth. You should always be raiding. It's good for them, it's good for you. Always raid. And Luton, who had raided me, was like, some people don't raid because they're scared that the people they raid, their viewers are going to like them more than they like you. And so you're going to lose those viewers. And it was like, I get that, but you can't be thinking that way. Because, like, if somebody likes another streamer more than you should be happy for them that they found something that they enjoy, right? But I understand that jealousy of, like, you don't want to lose them. You want them all to watch you. Because I got that a little when I rated Mrs. And you were like, oh my god, he plays all the retro games that I love! And then, like, you weren't around as much, and I was like, oh god, I get that. I get that, but you can't be thinking that, but I get it.
Yeah.
Is she a lobster, or just friend of lobster? She is a lobster. I don't like where this is going. Remember to put the lobster down clean before you boil them? She has a lobster on her head. Or she sat on a person, we're not 100% sure. I'm not entirely sure if she has a lobster on her head, or Blissey is the lobster, Ratatouille meching the human. Sussy? That doesn't even make sense. They'd still come watch you either way. No, well, not if they're at the same time. If Mrs. is live when I'm live, and Cairo is going to watch one, he's gonna choose one. I don't necessarily think you should think like that, Freezer. I'm of the opinion that you should be rating everybody, share communities. It helps their viewership, it helps your viewership. That's literally the only form of self-advertisement you're allowed on Twitch. It's great for growth. And like, there's somewhat a little manipulative in my eyes of being like, I don't want these people to know about these streamers because they'll like them more than me. I want to, you know, keep them on the leash and keep them watching me. Something about that just sounds nasty, and I don't like that. I only don't raid if it's like Twilight Hours and no one is playing the same game, no friends are on. Something has to have gone wrong for me to see nobody in my followed list that's live. Like, Twitch has to literally be down for it to be like, I don't have an option of at least 10 people. It's kind of what it was like when I meet you, but reversed. I don't follow a lot of people, to be fair. I'm like terminally on Twitch, right? If I'm not streaming, I'm watching Twitch. And so I have so many people to choose from. What kind of niche games are you playing? Who's that at? Because if that's at me, I don't really play too many niche games. At Freesuit? Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I don't think she plays anything else. I usually play retro stuff, so it's easy to not have someone playing Symphony of the Night, Metroid Fusion. Insert Pokemon ROM hack. Sorry, can't reply on mobile. All good. No, actually, I thought they just added replies on mobile. I gotcha. I think they just added that. Maybe it's being rolled out. Time is it? And? What's crazy is that it's just my left hand. Maybe it's the controller that's dying. 11:44. What games do you play, Elin? Just MMO? I used to play a lot of MMOs. And I can still get super into an MMO. But honestly, I'm a lot less MMO pilled than I used to be. I think my absolute favorite games are co-op PvE experiences with a team of like 4 to however many people. So like, some of my most fun experiences in games is Terraria, Core Keeper, Raft, Divinity 2, Baldur's Gate 3. That like, we are playing here and going to here as a team and progressing through it. Not necessarily crafting survival, but crafting survival can definitely fall into that. I'm still in WoW area, but now he only play first patch. V Rising is one of those. There have been times where like I get super into WoW. You know, I just play it religiously for like 2 to 3 months. Right now, you fucking know what I'm gonna say. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2 is my go-to. If I have free time, or even if I don't, but I'm just being bad, I will open up the 3DS, and I'll play Final Fantasy TA2. I have been having fun making some ridiculous teams. And I'm not really close to making any. I've made a Rangers team. I want to make a full, Fusilier team. I want to make a team of 6 Moogles that all have guns. I want to take the Moogle bonus. I want them to all have the Tinker passive, that their mana boosts their attack damage. Gillen being bad. I also want to do a 6 Illusionist team. Right? I want to do just Illusionists that, you know, just have a shit ton of mana generation. And every other turn, hi Noodles, they just do screen-wide magic casts that just hit every enemy. I want to do the melee, like, hit me team, where just 6 tanks roll up on a field. They've got a shield, they've got heavy armor. The enemy hits them they take like 10 damage, and then they hit back with a two-hander for like 100. Really glad you got into tactics. Walking. You haven't taken a look at your blue Twitch content. Do you hide your face like me, or do you bare it all? I hide my face more than you, Frisu. None of my stuff on blue Twitch goes below the neck. You wear a mask, but like they can see your eyes and stuff. Here's the thing, Frisu. Your hair is really pretty. My hair is not. I have not had a haircut in like 2 years. And when I did, it was literally me with an electric razor just zzz, zzz, zzz. And so like, my hair looks fucking awful. Want me to do your hair when you visit? I kinda do. I kinda do, Frisu. Cause I've asked my mom like, hey, can you do some like stuff with my hair? And she's been like, absolutely not. That is for a hairdresser. I refuse. And I'm like, okay. Elon doesn't have pink hair IRL. No. You have a neck. Figure out my name. Elon, please stop being a mirror of me. Mirror of you? Huh? Wish I had someone to do my hair. I wouldn't mind doing your hair like that. But we need to get hair dye beforehand. Hair dye? No, I don't actually want pink hair. I did the same haircut stuff. You want pink or something? I don't want to dye it. I just need it like... I just need it to not be a fucking mess. Right now, it probably has a million split ends. It's very poofy. It's very like... It's just very obvious that like, I don't take care of it. And the same haircut stuff. One Frisu does you can show off. Fuck you, get pink hair. Oops, too long time to use clippers and be buzz. Pink highlights, please. Wash it more, you dunce. The problem is, I don't have leave-in conditioner. And I'm like, oh, I need to get this. And it's been a year of me just being like, knowing about this stuff, and being like, oh, I still haven't gotten it. Hi, Valmea. Etel and I can probably help you a lot. We can go to a salon to get your split ends dealt with. Give you girly woo bangs if you like. I don't want to go to a salon. How long is it? It's past my collar in the back. In the front, it's not quite touching my lips. It definitely fully covers my ears. Grip them oils. I've only seen your hair when you donate it and right after. Woo woo bangs. You don't need leave-in. I don't use it and I'm constantly getting compliments. I have hair that I think needs leave-in or conditioner. I wash it pretty regularly. If I have a really tough walk, if we have a walk with like crazy incline and I sweat, I will typically not wash my hair that day. Because I want to wash before the nap, and I don't want to have my hair wet and get back into VR. However, I won't go more than 3 days without washing it. If we have like 3 days of tough walks, and I haven't washed it in 3 days, then it's like, okay, I will just take 2 showers today. Yeah, I've been there, done that. I have longer hair than Ewan, interesting. I'm recommending Ewan a leave-in conditioner. Okay. Every other day, or less for hair wash. You'll wash rest of body stinky. Hi, OJB. Thank you for the follow. Gonna navy you till you buy it. What the? You can't nag me at all, Noodles. I finally did the thing you were nagging me about. I need a break. We're on cooldown. Stinky Blend is real.
Or nagger?
Oh. People who annoy you. I don't think I can say that. Go on, say it. I won't get in trouble? No, of course not. And he just belts it out and the fucking camera guy just looks from behind the camera. The word was naggers. Oh. Oh. Wish my hair was long. But the growth process is so painful. My entire family calling it ugly. I won't when it's my job to nag. Time to get Yuli's phone to text and be like, hey, listen, leaving. Do you have any interest in putting dye or doing a small highlight? Or non-natural color in your hair? Not really. I wouldn't be against it. I don't want to, like, spend money or go anywhere for it, though. We're at 4.9. We are at 1150. Uh-huh.
I don't know what jobs to bravely fall.
You're cutting in and out there.
Oh, I don't know what jobs to make my team in Bravely.
I have monk.
Four Fusiliers.
White mage. I don't have that.
Oh.
I have summoner. I know you like summoner.
I don't like Bravely Default Summoner.
Why not?
Because it's not like a summon that's with you, it's just Fireball that looks like a flaming horse.
Yeah.
That's the lame summoner.
Oh.
I like Summoner like Beastmaster Hunter. Like old Demonology Warlock. Like, I have a pet, and my damage is from the pet. Like, Summoner in Divinity 2 is like the perfect summoner in my eyes. But like, Summoner where it's just like, I use the summon Fiery Warhorse spell, and it's like, your hand goes up, and a flaming horse shoots out of it and runs into the enemy and then disappears. It's like, this is just mage. This is just mage with the extra steps. My plan is that I'd pay for you getting a small highlight, or getting you some box eye, having Etchwall do it since she's honestly better at dye than me, lol. So I'm gonna add a pink wig to Yulin's wish list. Barisu, would you want to, like, practice this sort of thing? A Sulfa wig, for real, for real. I should probably get my hair trimmed to just below my shoulder blades again soon. If I had... Here's the thing about wigs. If I had a good wig that was easy to take care of, I'd probably show way more face in the Blue Twitch videos, right? I'd probably show way more of me. I'm scared of taking care of a wig. Like, I feel like I'd wear it once, and then it just looks like a fucking wet mop after that, and it's like... I don't know how to maintain a wig. I also don't know where the fuck I would store it, right? I feel like to really properly keep a wig, you need to have it on a stand, and I can't really do that. Whereas, you know, I can't just throw it in a drawer. Probably get my hair trimmed just below my shoulder blades again soon. Dye is fun, especially when it's the color you like. Do a tank. To be honest, if he dies, it Manic Panic would be best, but I assume he doesn't want to explain it to parents. Honestly, if I was gonna dye my hair, I would not do pink. I would really, if there was anything I'd want to dye it, I'd want to do a Gyaru look, where it's like bright blonde, but it has the dark roots. That's like what I would dye it. Yulin with red hair, or like lilac or something bluey purpley. 2 shields, max armor. Hope you slept well, Yulin. I slept alright. Okay, Pumpkin. I'm struggling with the first part. Faster accuracy and Pumpkin? Basura Cyan Pumpkin. Okay, I got it. It's Basura Cyan Pumpkin. Hi. That sounds so cute. I usually get a wine burgundy reds, purples that really only shows in sunlight. Do you like FF10 summoning, which requires everyone to be up and replaces the party? Not really. Wigs are a cheaper way to deal with stuff like taking pics regularly. But yeah, the time to maintain it and keep it clean is a big ask. So you can put it on clothespin and hang it too. You don't think your parents will like wigs? It's not necessarily that they dislike wigs. They'd be like, what do you have this for? What do you maintaining wigs for? People are seeing pictures of your face? Oh. Yes, blonde, please. Gieland. Same, Gyaru, and it's just the hair. I dye it black, to be honest. I want to bleach my hair, but it's so expensive. Thank you for the follow. There you go, Lamau. A lot of people have trouble with the name. There's no breaks to it. It'd be lamer if it had underscores and stuff like that, but it's a lot that I'm like, oh, geez. Once I saw the cyan part, I was like, oh! Okay, that's how it's divided up. Hi, pretty pupper. Why do you have these wigs? Cosplay. Time to go blonde with Elin. My grandma told me to dye it blonde and wear a ton of makeup to look like a girl. Thanks, Grandma. I think we're gonna go to 6 miles. We're at 5.1 now. We're not even halfway through the video. We're at 45 minutes of 154. And because I have somewhere to be later, 8 miles. I want to make sure I get a nap in and have time for everything. So, I also, we did some hard walks this week. I'm okay with cutting it short. Whose pants are they? 8 miles. Euland? Gyaru Euland. Hi, Farisu. Sip. Ian doesn't leave the house enough to cosplay. My parents, God. It's gotta be one step at a time. I have not had like a sitting down with them and be like, hey, I'm gay. I think they know. Because, I'll be like, guys, I'm totally gay on stream here. And I don't have a door to my room. I have a double barn door, which provides 0 audio proofing. So if they're in the basement, they hear fucking everything. And there have been days where they're like downstairs working out across the basement, and they just hear me talking the whole time. So I'm pretty sure they know. But I'm like, I don't want to have that conversation, right? Like, hey, mother, father, I am gay. Actually, I'm not gay. I'm pan, which is step up. Also, I have a blue Twitch that people pay me to be naked on. Like, it's just, we gotta hit the first step first before and I don't ever really want to do any of these steps. Most cosplayers don't leave the house other than cons, let's be real. I know tons of people who closet cos. By the way, Elon, pro tip for haircut. You can't even deny being a shut-in, LL. Hi, I'm super gay. They're listening right now. Elon said if they were gonna dye their hair, they want to dye their hair blonde with black roots, Gyaru style. Smug. Book a haircut online and get the person with the weirdest spelled name. Father, I'm banned. Bonk de Ludland. You're not a pan, you're a human. Playing pan appearance is impossible. I just said bye. Oh, he likes cast irons. Hey, you. Hi, Joe. Father, you can cook bacon on me. Oh, God. Hi. Joe, I don't know if you know them, but I saw VCTF and Malon playing Victory of Round last night. I love that game. I mean, I did it. Now I have my stylist personal number. I don't want to go to a stylist. Like, I never want to put that much effort into it. If a friend is like, hey, do you want to do hair stuff? I'd be like, okay, that sounds fun. But, like, I'm not going to get regular haircuts. I do not care enough. Mom, Dad, I'm bye. Good Lord, Kyle. I'm not good with names. That's okay. Hair play. You know, it's like great clips at Supercuts. Great clips or Supercuts. Oh, I'll never go to Supercuts again. I went there once. Holy shit. I would have gotten a better haircut if I literally trimmed it myself looking in a mirror with scissors. With shears. The guy that did my hair last was super gay. And had a gay son. Actually the best hairstyle cut dyeing I've ever gotten. Would take you there to experience getting your hair maintained. Not me home from a weekend-long con. Not going to do any socializing until next one in September. Was their name spell weird? I don't know. I just know it sucked at supercuts. I also, guys, I don't want to spend money on haircuts regularly. My plan for haircuts is like, if it becomes uncontrollable, I take a 1-inch guard on a razor and just literally shear it all off. And other than that, I kind of want to learn, like... I saw a post about this girl who was like, she just cut her own hair. If something looked bad, she'd just snip it off. And she had kind of a wild, messy look, but like, people associated with her, and she thought it looked really good. Haircuts are so expensive. Average cosplayer point of view. Me for real back in the day. Lamau saying I buzz my shit in the bathroom. We introducing Baldwin. I didn't because I'm gonna do one for January. Time to shear the sheepland. Yeah, I just bought a high quality trimmer a decade ago. And just shave it off once I start getting annoyed with my hair. Usually whenever it gets around my shoulder length. Why I'd only go buzz cut every 3 years since 2012. Hi, Trooper Carnage. You know, you look adorable with bunny ears and that bunny tail. They need work. The bunny ears need a bit of stiffness. And eventually we will have a bunny outfit with the bunny ears and tail. But that's down the line. Next con is full latex. Going to be lit. Who is a pretty girl? I've only put in an effort the past year. The last 2 haircuts I've got. Okay, so the last actual haircut I got where I went into a salon. I had crazy long hair. Halfway down my upper arm. And that was cut off and donated. After that, I grew it out really long. And I tied it into bundles, and I sheared it off myself with the 1-inch guard razor. And I donated that as well. A little bit after that, it was getting really messy. I think I tried to do something around my ears, and it looked so bad that I was like, we gotta go bald. We didn't go bald, we did the 1-inch guard. But it was like, I tried to do something around my ears, and it looked so bad, it was like, we gotta take it all off. That was about 2 years ago. I have not cut my hair since. Migla will eventually TM. Chasing stiffness, huh? You're going to boil alive? You know this, Frisu? I've done latex before, but this time I'm doing like latex drone cosplay. You may be right. I ordered a campaign hat from Amazon and it arrives next week. Campaign? Here's the kicker. Drunk Me didn't tell me what size he ordered it in. Latex drone. How long does it take your hair to grow? My hair grows really slow because of the split ends. If I had it trimmed, it'd grow faster. Because hair's weird like that. Don't worry, Elon. I haven't had a haircut in like 3 years. Hell yeah. What's that mean? So you're a masochist. Got it. To be fair, most cosplayers are masochists. I don't know if Frisu's specifically a masochist. Maybe a bit of a degradee king, but just Google latex drone. What the heck? I didn't know it could go slower or faster because of that. Oh yeah, so Lopner. If you don't cut... Okay, if you don't cut the edges of your hair, it stops growing. It grows incredibly slow. But if you cut just the edge of it, it starts growing fast again. Scientists do not understand this. There's no nerve, there's no vein, there's nothing that connects cutting the tip to the base of it to make it grow faster. But it does. It, like, scientifically, we know this works. We just have zero understanding of why. I wish mine grew slow. Look like I'm harboring booklets of ancient kung fu within 2 months of a shave. Oh no. Also, I've become less of a masochist after HRT. Pain hurty a lot more. Okay, so it's a thing. Nealon, one more thing. Yeah? You have to swim in sweat? What? That's why my hair grew so slow. Yes. Can't make it grow slow enough? I have enough. gets in the way a lot. Good night, people in with the evil ass repo looking at you. Good night, Elder. Last year's fine. I'm sure it'll all be okay. Just have a hood mask this year. One day is a gas mask. One full drone mask. Third day it's going to be a mask covering lower half of face. I need you to describe your hair to me later. If it's thick, thin, floofy, etc. It is very thick. It is wavy. So it's not quite curly, but it is very curly. It would be described as wavy, but it's very thick. Well, that sounds hot, but you're gonna melt. I think she is fully prepared, everybody. The venue is always freezing cold, but I can't stop the sweat. 5.5. We're going to 6. If anything, it'll be freezing but sweating. Reese, are you gonna be like sealed up latex like that one girl who has like all the sweat on her stomach pouch and she's like patting it and you can see the liquid moving around? And then she takes a boot off and it just literally pours out. I don't know if you bring an umbrella or something hot outside. Thin and wavy. I take care of it. Gotta look good for the shoots. Yeah, I bet, Val. Sick. I can't help with thick and wavy, but I know what leave in you need. No, you wouldn't. Have you seen that video, Frisu? Do you know exactly which one I'm talking about? It was a, yes, I think it was an Evangelion cosplay. She was Asuka. Good lord. We're at 5.6. Mr. Lind, why? Because it happened. What do you mean, why? Thick and wavy sounds like you and hang on. She did it again as Ray and again as Mari. Fucking cooked. Dude, I do not remember Voss being this long. I thought it was like a 1-hour planet. Hi, Keo. I'm hanging. The guys I've been with describe me as Pink Megan Salinas. I don't know who Megan Salinas is. But I'll be sealed, yeah? Just not poorly like that, LL? What do you mean poorly? It sounds like she was amazingly sealed. Hi, how goes the walk? We're at 5.6. I have somewhere to be, so I can't, like... I can't do an 8-hour nap, or an 8-hour... I can't do an 8-mile walk and then nap. I need to coordinate with my parents a little bit, so... We've got a cutoff today. Mari's the pink one with glasses, yeah? Not stream safe. Hello! Bro is pooling in one spot. Wasn't there also a PM that cosplayed as Asuka? I gotta go for now. Have a nice day. Goodbye, Lopner. Have a good one. Bye. Nice of you to drop in, Cairo. Hey, don't park at the airport. It's a scam. Yes? Well, she won, right? I actually saw a bus driver who, he cosplayed as an anime girl maid. Like, pink tutu, just anime girl outfit. And, while he was picking the kids up, he was like, "This is the Lolita bus." And everybody was like, "That's not okay, fire this guy." And they did. They fired him. Taiwan, I think. Less than an hour was $12. I don't know, I just seen pictures. I was picking up someone. Taiwanese politician dresses as Evangelion character. I think it was Taiwan or Thailand. Put your fucking pants on.
What?
Your pants.
I don't have pants.
Well, put something on.
I'll put shorts on.
Shorts are good. We love latex being covered by big media. Cheeks, cover thy buttocks. That's so dumb. Guy was vibing. Those are pants. I think it was very inappropriate, Gana. If you want to dress up in like maid cosplay, sure. If you want to do it around people's kids as the bus driver, like come on, you can't be doing that. Wah. Hi, Stalking. What were you playing? Let's check. Alien Swarm. That game would have been too scary for me. Hi, Damo. Hi, Siri. Oh my god, Damo, I haven't seen in so long. Hi, Biffy.
You're scared of aliens?
Yeah, I'm scared of everything.
What if it's like a little gray alien? Like you know, like the stereotypical alien.
Those are the scariest ones.
Those are the scariest ones?
Those are the scariest ones. Kimonos are cute to wear. Oops, wrong emote. Hello, I just finished 24-hour stream. But now I go Bep. Good job, Stalking. Thank you. Good job today. I really appreciate it. We are at 5.8 miles. Normally I'd go longer because this video is very long, but I have a cutoff today. Okay, was he doing it just go or for a cause? Damn, Siri. Oh, Alien Swarm fucks. Alien Swarm was never scared of me, just stressful. I see. Have good walk and good rest of stream. I will.
Boo.
Sleep well. So you're the type of person that I say I'm scared of something and you immediately switch to it to fuck with me?
Oops.
Goofball. You scared of the aliens from Signs? I'm scared of everything, Farisu. Good stream, I hope, Stalking. Or he is mortally afraid of his own child. Rest well.
Wait, who's the repo bot? I have my
Kyle is.
hair covering.
I,
Kyle.
I switched into the Area 51.
I have a
alien.
collection of alien avatars actually, but that's mostly because of Greylith.
Rest well. Because, like, we
Greylith
have a
is,
foundation that encourages that sort of thing. I'm so slow on mobile. You know what has actually gotten to me recently, Yulin? Fucking Yulin. What, Farisu? Go ahead, Cairo.
Oh, Greylith is the one that made the who's the one friend that hangs around core group that uses the anglerfish girl? Greylith made that.
Oh, okay. The sound of thunder, loud lightning? That gets to you? Really? I used to associate my fear of drowning with rain. I don't know why. But there was a brief period of time where I'd feel very uneasy when it was raining. It wasn't the, like, thunder or the lightning. It was just, like, heavy rain, just, like, I couldn't sleep in it. I wouldn't be in a mood to, like, play games. I would just, like, be uncomfortable. I love lightning. I love rain now. Or I love the rain. I fucking love the rain. Now I associate rain with, like, people not wanting me to do stuff. And so it's, like, a break. It's, like, rest time. Loud noises already scare the fuck out of me. Now thunder lightning has gotten to the point where I will literally get scared. That shit puts me to sleep instantly. If my PC was being reliable enough, I would hit you with the, "Are you afraid of this alien?" and switch to my scuffed clanger avatar. We are at 5.
We were talking about what you would be in the Star Wars universe the other day, and I said I want to be a gonk droid.
Uh-huh.
Just a goofy little guy.
Yeah? Coffee time? Okay.
Would you be on?
You're literally a walking battery.
What did I say I would be?
I don't remember. Oh,
Oh, I said I'd be a stripper at one of the, the dance clubs.
Yeah.
Realistically, I don't know. I just want to be like somebody that has a meager means of
I'd be a
living
moisture
on
farmer.
Coruscant or Nar Shaddaa. I would not want to live on Tatooine. Oh god. Base. That feel when Yulin still hasn't played Half-Life VR? I will fucking never play that, Frisu. Wait a second, you're scared of drowning. It just clicked to me which VR chat world you're in. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This one seems a little fantastical because I see the buildings outside, so it doesn't register as water.
Was there a bubble?
I know. Can I be a mouse droid? Just zip around going burr? Upper class call girl on Coruscant? Nar Shaddaa smells like huts though? Ew. A lot of Nar Shaddaa does. It's nowhere near as bad as just Hutta though, Frisu. Tentacle vase, right? Oh yeah, yeah. I'd want to be Frisu. I'd want to be like one of those dancers at a club, but it wouldn't be specifically a dancer. It'd be like the donkey shows, and I specialize in like a big pot of tentacles, right? That's like the dream Star Wars job.
No, we said it was gonna be a bantha.
No, it's not gonna be a bantha.
Oh, wait. You know what's the most similar to a donkey? A tauntaun.
Yeah, we're not doing tauntaun shows.
Why not?
I don't want to fuck tauntauns.
Well, you're not fucking tauntauns. The tauntauns are fucking you.
Why
That's
do
the
you?
difference.
Why do you want to see that, Cairo?
I don't. I just think it'd be funny.
Just farmer. I was seeing you play the Jeff section. Alex would be fucking funny. Jelly rules. Elon is that one waitress robot in Dex's diner. If you go to Nal Hutta, you'd smell like swamp gas and hut farts for years. Star Wars universe. I'd be a Twi'lek dancer at a cantina. Yeah. Yeah, for you soon I got the same idea. I'd want to be like... I'd want to do weird tentacle shows for you. That sounds more fun. They're not all slaves.
The ones that are dancers at cantinas are.
Not all of them. Now Cairo's on something.
Slave in some way.
Oh yes, it would be. Instead of Ewan
You
getting
Bobo.
inside the tauntaun, it gets inside him. No! We're at 6 miles. We're gonna be done walking for today. If I didn't have to go pick up my parents, we would keep going. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. I need to turn the Voss music off. Turn this music back on. Put that there, put that there. Then we're going to do this really quick. In one, anchor, local. We're gonna move the camera here. World. You guys, wait there for a moment. I'm going to change outfits. Oh yes, it would be. Instead of Ewan getting inside Tauntaun. I wouldn't mind being a Twi'lek slave, but as established as the book games, they're not all slaves and usually are just destitute. Yeah, that was my understanding. Like, I remember some of the ones in Coruscant were like, I'm saving money to, do this. In Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, granted, that's an MMO where they might have just been like, yeah, we don't want to use the slave word in an MMO, but I'm pretty sure they used it all over that. So, I don't know if that argument holds up. Calibrate. Avatars. EJ. Okay. Oh. Where am I in my room? We're here. Okay. Hell no, just forced employee. A lot of the Twi'lek dancers in the books are like dancing as their means to keep existing. Not truly slaves, but just financially not in a great spot. Most girl Twi'leks are not treated very well. I must move to bed. Okay. We are going to...
Depends on the planet, but if it's Narshada or Hada, they're definitely slaves.
This one. We are going to click... This one. And then 6 miles. We did 6 miles. Six miles and now we're... Just forced employee.
You
Let's
dropped
move
your
back.
staff, sir.
Thank you. We are going to map I found recently. Well, I found. We found it on World Exploration Day with Core. Local pin 3 portal. Good job, Ewan. Thank you. Oh. I am fucking tired. You know, lots of Star Trek stuff avoids mentioning that Klingon Empire uses slavery. Kind of like right here in spawn, but this spawn. Oh, actually, was there options? If I can turn down the birds, I will. Hell yeah. This is a comfy map. Where'd my other window go? Guys are gonna sit there for a second. I'm gonna get some water. Heard, oh god, as his voice got further and further
Kyle
away.
ran and jumped off the fucking ledge and killed himself.
I assume that's what happened.
Nuh-uh, I'm over here.
Oh.
I just didn't think you would let me do that. What is happening?
Mm-hmm.
There, that
That
there.
was weird.
In one. Flying. Anchor world. I'm happy with that.
Oh, you did a world anchor. Wow, look at you.
I always do world anchor. What do you mean?
No, don't you? Do you?
For the camera?
Sometimes you do the like focus on me, don't you?
No. We've been doing world
Really?
anchor for like the past month or so. Hi, Choco Fits. Hey guys, I hope you had a great walk. Had to get some throat medicine and get something to eat. Ended the stream well. Another bird hater. I don't hate birds. I just don't want them as ambience at the end of this. Oh, hey, this map. It's a cool place. Hope they had a rain toggle though. Just watching the rain over the valley peak. I don't want to alarm you, but we got to see the inside of a nipple for a moment. I don't know if that was mine or Kairos.
What?
I don't know. So they saw internally, they saw like a nipple texture, and I'm like, was that mine or Kairos? Uh-oh.
Might have been me. I don't know. I'm sorry.
It very much could have been me. Kaiwo Grippers. Oh, careful with the cam. I think we got a flash of Kyra from inside. Uh-oh. Cairo Gaming Nipple, EO, rest well. When did that happen? I don't even think when it would have happened. Hypixel?
No
Can't believe you-
biggie.
Right. Okay.
I don't care.
Wait till you see the outside. I saw it a lot last night. I barely made it to the basement. We were in that Phil world.
Fucking AI generator world. I'm like, we need to not fucking. You need to not sleep in the AI generator world.
I can fall asleep anywhere, so I was still like asleep there. But when it was like, Yulin, we gotta go. Yulin, wake up, we're going. I was like, Look, Yulin, you have a repo hat like Koyo does. Good lord. I was ready to start snoring in the AI world, LOL. Sadly, did not fuck on the AI generated bed. Pixel, if that's a goal of yours, hell yeah. I hope you get it. I barely went through my notes today. Ugh. VR chat. Craziest Happy Father's Day message with the picture of Leon Gary Palucci. There was a bunch of no Kings parades across the country yesterday. At one of them there was a shooting at Salt Lake City. There was a shooting. I don't think anyone died. I think someone is in critical condition now. I think there were 3 shooters. One of them was trying to hide in the crowd. He basically put his gun in backpack and was trying to just hide in the crowd. And people around him were like, hey, this dude's acting real sus. Also, I think that's a gun in his backpack. So this guy just grabbed his bag and walked away from him. And then when he was like 20 feet away, he's like, this guy had a rifle in his backpack, everybody. This guy, you know, there's literally blood on his hands. And he had a rifle. And then the police, you know, arrested him and he's been brought into custody. Everybody's kind of like applauding this guy who grabbed his backpack and like basically called him out and was like, this dude should not have this rifle right now. AI world, taking someone there one day, coffee time. It was a world our friend made that he just wanted to make all of the assets in it just with AI to see what AI could do. It's really rough. It looks like 3D scans of environments, like tables and beds and walls from like 10 years ago. But it's shapely. You can tell, oh, this is a bed. This is a table. This is an amorphous blob that we have no idea what it is. But he kind of just wanted to see what could be done with it. I saw a video of some guys in a forest. And they're like backpacking. And they found a box. And they're like, holy shit, dude. Did we find like literal buried treasure? Did we find like the forest box that somebody left out here and it's gonna be full of gold? Oh my god, dude, what is it? What is it? And they kind of dig it up because it was half buried. They wash off the dirt from the side, right? And there's a label on the outside that says Blue Crane Funerals. And they realize, oh shit, we did not find somebody's like 100-year-old box of gold coins they had buried out in the forest. This is gonna be a box of somebody's ashes. We should put it back. And so they went from like, oh shit, dude, this is what I live for. We found treasure to, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please rest well. That sounds cool. All of you seeing about the No Kings Parades was one helicopter pilot got left on air while covering it. He just started talking about his failing marriage and nobody cut him off. Yeah, I saw that too. Hero Cutie just doing a snuggle. The helicopter pilot, this guy just starts talking about his marriage. He's like, yeah, I'm technically married, but like, dude, yeah, I get lonely, but I still got my cats. And it was just like, oh, dude, somebody needs to stop this guy. There was a video of a teen driving his car into a couple's home. And it's a type of video that I would have thought everybody there died. Like, it is rough. Like, it is 2 people and their 3 dogs in a living room. And then just suddenly the car is there and it takes up the whole living room. But apparently no one was even hurt in this. Pyro got mega comfy last night, I see. When I woke up... Oh. When I woke up to somebody... We're not gonna name names. But somebody who refuses to mute themselves before they start snoring and fucking sawing logs. We're not naming names, though. I woke up to somebody snoring. I was...
Yeah, sorry.
I was cuddling up against Hobbit. Pixel and Grianne were cuddling each other. Oh god, it's me. Pixel, I'm gonna be honest, you're the fucking worst for it. You are the absolute worst for muting yourself when snoring.
Yeah, I was back there just playing games on the TV, and I had 5 people go, yeah, I'm just trying to talk over there, and this loud motherfucker over here snoring. So, if you join a lobby like that, and you have multiple people have you muted, Pixel, you know why.
Easy solution? Well, the easy solution is he's laying down, mute yourself, and anytime you have something to say, unmute yourself, say it, and then remute, motherfucker. I actually probably have Pixel muted. The next time I see Pixel, I probably need to unmute him. I saw Cairo was playing Mario Kart on the TV. I think it was Ruli with you. And then I was just like, it's 3 a.m. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm going to bed. Good night. But I absolutely fell asleep there for, I assume, an hour. The quota guy is like a Family Guy cutaway. I think Kyle passed right out. Elon, why the fuck are you into this monumental mood shifts? What do you mean? People who snore really mad, you just don't snore. If you're snoring in VR chat, just fucking mute. I know who. Oh god, it's me, Honk Snoo. Elon snoring, easy solution, Lamau. Cuddle me, I don't snore. Rip Pixel. I was out like a light as soon as I wrapped my arms around my body pillow. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I actually fell asleep in my beanbag, which I don't normally do, but... Also, I'll give one person in a group who has goose snores. Is that good snores? Good? Okay. Elon, who will you share a bed with? Me, who doesn't snore? Or one of the upstairs snores? I'm sleeping wherever I'm told to. If that's a bed, it's in a bed. If that's on a couch, that's on a couch. If that's passed around
kennel.
to a different bed each night, then it's a different bed each night. I hope they don't put me in Farisu's kennel. Elon snoring was kind of cute. Ayo. Certain elf. It's not strong. It's like white noise and consistent. At least. I know I used to saw logs. I have no idea what my snoring sounds like now.
I have a friend who, when they snore, it is the literal definition of somebody trying to use a chainsaw outside your window
Oh god.
while the window is closed.
You
no,
lost.
no, not like loud, like your window's closed, you're just sitting there doing stuff, and then you just hear this faint.
Oh, okay. I have big respect to people who can just lay down, close their eyes, and just be out. You lost like 100 pounds, zero chance you snore anymore. I do still snore, Farisu. I just haven't heard it, but I know I snore. I think it's a lot less than what it used to be. Wasn't a bad snort. My snoring is supposed to be non-existent. They took out my soft palate, so I don't suffocate in my sleep anymore. I don't know what to tell you, Pixel. It's not... How do I word this? It's like a sharp snore. It's not like a... This person's struggling to breathe snore, but it is a pretty loud snore. You just have a bad habit of unmuting yourself. I don't know how the fuck you do this. But like there are days where we're napping. You start snoring. I turn off your mic as like the world moderator. And then 20 minutes later, you have turned it back on and you're snoring again. And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking stab this kid. It's like, I know you're not doing it to like troll and like, you know, fucking alpha dick or whatever. But it is, I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking annoying. The internal crankshaft of my mind does not let me do that. Mine's dependent on whether I blacked out or not. Blacked out, old man snores. It's horrible amount. Passed out, normally, it's like a random loud snore out of nowhere. Found otherwise. No, I don't know if I just lay on my remote or something. I feel bad now. I don't mean to shame you for it, Pixel. But whatever it takes to make you better at napping, I'm gonna fucking do that. And if that requires shaming you, I'm gonna shame you. Everyone must hear snore, lol. It's we what do? Put like little bitter apple taste on his mute button so that when he falls asleep he's just like, that's not gonna work, but good lord. Feeling goes hard on naps. If we end the alpaca, he'll be the best sleeper. We don't want to end him. I have one last story in my notes. Hi,
Oh,
Grant.
look, a new rug.
I have one last story.
Mhm.
There was this guy posting on Twitter, and he was like, I feel like I cheated. I just played Hollow Knight for the first time, and I'm hearing that, you know, people have been impatiently waiting for 6 years. But for me, since it's coming out soonish, I'm only going to have to wait a year at most. I feel like I cheated everything, and, you know, I've gotten off way better than everyone else. And the creator of Hollow Knight responded to him and was like, we actually feel that it's important that everybody has the same fair experience. So we've had a tracker with our system that detects when you beat Hollow Knight and you are unable to play Silksong until 6 years have passed on that account before you can play this. I've actually looked up your account specifically, and yeah, you're not gonna be able to play until 2031. And it was like, brother, the fucking Hollow Knight dev is so fucking funny because I've seen like 2 or 3 tweets like this from him. I probably have to go to a sleep study again. Hi, Gran. Doesn't Core's app automatically mute the mic? I think it would. Pixel, do you use Oyasumi? Because it might do that. I got Oyasumi yesterday. I have not done anything with it yet. Here's one, yeah. Yeah, Pixel, get Oyasumi.
You can just launch it and just double click your right A button, and it would pop up, and you can just click sleep mode.
Okay.
You don't really need to configure much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The more automatic I can make it, the better in my I need Kyra to teach me a couple things. I was
I think as soon as you launch it, if you stay still for a certain period, it would launch. It would activate a sleep mode. I think. I'm not too sure.
Elon, get Grian some head pats, please. It's a little scuffed. I'm hitting beanbag, and I'm not actually getting Grian there.
No, sorry.
Oh, good.
My wrist is, or my controller's on my wrist, so it's holding my Joy-Con.
I was productive yesterday. We got Oyasumi. We got Saribot. I downloaded the thing that Cairo sent me for, I think, Xenoblade.
No, that's for Sunshine.
Oh, it's for Sunshine? Okay.
We need to do Xenoblade today.
Well, I want to make sure Sunshine's working first. We were kind of planning on Xenoblade for Monday.
Yeah, we kind of were.
I think that's on. I'm thinking about, like, is there a reason not to? We haven't finished Tales, but there's not really any reason to, like, Tales has to be done before Xeno. We will, if everything goes right, we should be playing Xenoblade tomorrow.
Speaking of Tales, like I was watching like your latest VOD on Kairo's channel, right? And then you're doing the boss fight, the Hades one, and then like I saw the boss get healed for like 200k and no one fucking noticed. So I was like, oh god, we're gonna be here for a while.
Cairo is catching it.
Yeah, but like it was like after a while.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. The combat in that game is just like, I'm all over. Like, my vision is locked on the health bars at the bottom and what the boss is doing. I am very much not paying attention to, like, the numbers coming off of the boss. Yes, it would have been a lot nicer to notice that. I still think, like, we could have done it on normal. We just needed to, like, all be on our game. Even with Patty, I think it could be done. I think Patty was a fucking not great character for it, though. Mama's the reason why you won't let me inside, because I fart when I sleep. And I don't mean just one or two toots, but long rippers that consistently go off like a geyser at Yellowstone. Jesus, Global. No, the reason is because I think you have rabies. Speaking of tomorrow, beach episode, baby. Let's fucking go. Is it a beach episode? Yeah, I guess tomorrow is beach episode and then Xenoblade. Same day. No, I have rabies. You do not have rabies. There you go. No, I don't know how fast we're gonna go through Xenoblade. Excuse me. I don't know if this is gonna be like a 4-month endeavor or it's gonna be like we play 3 to 4 times a week and knock it out in like 3 weeks. As this model last night, or Azu's model last night, I was fiending for some reason.
It's not that long. The main story is kind of the meat of the game. Like, Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 3 have a lot of side content. It's there in Xenoblade 1, but it's like, there's no, like, story to it. It's like, it's just shit that gets you items along the way. It's like, I'm questing in this area, and I got a quest to kill 5 fucking Blagongas or something. I'll kill the Blagongas and get a free weapon out of it, sure, since I'm here. But none of it's, like, story-driven, so... Xenoblade 1's pretty easy to blaze through.
You literally lack the biology to contract rabies. Take me to the doctor, then. Bonk me all you want, I'm still right. I can only get the egg from first 36 hours? weeks. I played like a week straight, and then I got to 80 shrines. And at this point, I got my internet back, so I went back onto WoW, and I wasn't playing Breath of the Wild as much. 3 or 4 months later, I was like, I never finished this game. I really want to, and so I started over because I was like, oh, I haven't played in 3 months, so let's just do a fresh start. I basically did the exact same thing. I stopped at 80 shrines, different shrines, but like literally the same amount of progression. And then I stopped playing. The third time, I think the third time, I did a no teleport run, and I got a good horse, and I was having a lot of fun, but I got to about the same point. I got like 60 or 70 shrines, didn't finish, and then just burnt out. The fourth time, I was like, okay, I have not finished this game, and I fucking need to. So I am going to have a guide up, and I'm just point to point. I'm going to beat the game. I also did it on Master Mode. So the first time I beat the game was actually on Master Mode. I then did a run at work, and I was playing like on my lunch break. It was okay, but like I think I only did like 30 shrines. Then I was like, there's other stuff. I think it was COVID started, and so it was like, oh well, if I'm just at home, I don't need to play on my lunch break because I can just not take these dumb lunch breaks anymore. I got distracted by shrines. Shrines are really fun, and I think they're good content, but like, it's very easy to get burnt out in Breath of the Wild if you don't either push shrines and you're just like happenstancing across them all. Kinda died glitches too. I never did any glitches. Like I never did any like wind hopping stuff. What I always did was no teleport runs. I like just running around and walking through the zones. I'm the walker. I always took effort after the second or third run to get a good horse, and I very much just enjoyed kind of trotting along on the horse and not using the stirrups and just letting them auto path through some of their stuff, and had a lot of fun going through Breath of the Wild like that. I want to make walking videos of it. I want to make like walking videos between all the cities and stables. I just need to see if the mods exist to support that. Is it time? Do we go? We're gonna go to Bianco. They're playing Breath of the Wild. Hi, Saris. I heard about the 4455 star horse or whatever that used that. There's like a 445 horse that's like the best statted horse, but its speed is a 4. So if you want a fast horse, you want like a 636 or something, or a 535. And that's the fastest horse you can get. Granted, it has stirrups and speed. It does not have strength. Funnily enough, the fastest horse is actually the giant's horse, because the speed of the horses is based on animation looping, and so the giant's horse, without using stirrups, is equivalent to a 6-star speed horse, because it's just bigger, and it's rated like 2 stars for speed, but it's so much bigger that it's moving at the same speed as a normal-sized 6-star speed horse would use. Kind of weird, but good topics today. Love Twilight Dancing and Warframe being Banjo-Tooie. Make sure to Google Deadlock Feet Elin. I don't think I'm going to do that pretty soon. Nerd. I remember seeing a video because some guy had done all the research for it, and I was like, huh, that's interesting. And so I ended up always running around with the giant's horse. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up. Or I get distracted again. Ugh.
Hearing the word giant and the horse kind of made me think of a certain clip.
Ugh. Okay. All right. What's a cool place to put the camera? We go upstairs. Right here. Behavior. Me. Auto level pitch. Anchor. Hold on. That's a view, right? Imagine having a place like that to just lay down and take a nap. Ugh. Nerd, bye-bye. Hi, unknown. Yeah, we're heading out. We're heading out. Here are the socials. Flash raid. Bianco Hawaito. I spelled that right. There's the Sari bot. Thanks for stream. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for keeping me company. We did 6 miles. I should technically still be walking. It should have been closer to 8 miles. I gotta coordinate with my parents since I'm picking them up from the airport in a couple hours. And I don't know if that's 2 p.m. I don't know if that's 9 p.m. I have no clue. So, that being said, I love you. Bye.